And welcome. We're here at the EVO side tournaments with Gundam Extreme versus Maxi Boost on. I can't believe I'm able to say that, but I am super happy here today. We got the EU finals for it. I'm Brett, and I'm joined here by Kizzy. Kizzy, how you doing here today?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great. Just excited to sit here and watch some awesome Gundam.
Yeah, same here, man. And I'm looking forward to seeing all these people play in this upper bracket. So let's go ahead and check it out right now. So right now, look, we got Turkish, we got the final Busters, and we got what, double S tier team? Oh man, like we got a lot of names that I'm never. To be honest with you, I haven't seen most of these players play, so I'm actually super excited to see what the EU finals got in store for us. Right now, I'm already looking forward to double S tier team already. These names alone are just like pretty sick right now.
Yeah, super excited to be taking a look at these matches. And like you said before, this is the EU finals. So, I think both of us are going to be a little unfamiliar with a lot of these players, but that's great because we're just going to be learning about them along with our viewers, and it's going to be exciting. Obviously, it's an open tournament, so great opportunity for anyone to kind of get in here and show their stuff. I think that's the best part of this, right? So not only obviously they're gonna be able to showcase what they got for us in this game, but they'll also be taking home some prizes depending on placement here. So the side tournaments, we got the 8 teams placing out here. $350 for first place, $200 for second place team, $150 for third, $100 for fourth, and of course going in at 5th through 8th, they'll be taking home that $50. So really awesome just being able to see players showcase Gundam, on the big stage, as well as get supported for that payout at the same time. Always really happy to see that, especially with these more niche games. But if you're interested in checking out this game or other games that you can compete in, definitely go to compete.playstation.com. You're gonna be able to find all kinds of information for future Gundam events, like in the Open Series, as well as games like Under Night, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, the whole shebang. Guilty Gear Strive as well. So definitely check that out if you're an experienced player. Great way to prove your stuff. And if you're a new player, I think there's no better way, especially in this kind of situation we're in right now, to be able to dip your toes into the kind of competitive scene right from the convenience of your home.
Yep. And like I said, that top 8 payout, man, even if you don't win and you get 7th place, you walk home with $50. And look, that's an extra gotcha roll, man. That's for get your waifu or get your old unique mobile suit if you got a mobile suit gotcha game. So it's not like it's a loss at the end of the day. You at least get a win out of it, And like I said, it's easy to jump into it. You just got to go to the website and hit the registration button, and give it a try of all these games, man. It's so beautiful, man. Gundam is a beautiful game. So make sure you guys go and check it out.
It's an incredible game. I'm sure there are some people tuning in who are pretty unfamiliar with how the game goes. So I'm very excited to just jump into our next match and just kind of dip you guys through what's going on in this game if you're unfamiliar with it. But first up, we're going to have Turkish Gregs versus Y Finland Busters. So that's going to be a fun one, and hopefully we have some player cards here for you to see what the matchups are going to be like. But yeah, man, I'm super excited to just jump in here. So let's take a look.
Yeah, so Turkish Gregs, man. So we got Tournamen and Penelope, right?
So it looks like Zayrok. It looks like they're either regged or they might be running Togis 3, but we don't really know what Karjar might be running, so there's definitely a little bit of an unknown factor, and this is definitely the kind of game, right, where you can kind of whip out a pocket suit of some sort depending on matchup, I think. So looking forward to seeing
and I actually don't see a lot of Togis 3, so I'm actually looking forward to see what they bring into the table with Togis 3. And they out here bringing out. They probably going to show off some Turkish gameplay. Represent the Turkish game. So I already like that name. I already like how prideful they are, man, stuff like that. So I really hope they bring something really unique to the table. Like I said, I haven't watched these guys play, so I'm really looking forward to this. Yeah. Now the Y Finland Busters, man, this name already got me shivering. When you put the first four letters right there, we say Wi-Fi, and then we put Finland, and then the Busters. Ooh. That is dangerous. So I'm assuming that this is what they are, Go Sumo and the DX.
Yeah, that's what we might be seeing. So just to give our viewers some, behind the scenes here, we have a player survey from all the players reg where they did submit what their kind of like main suit or maybe subsuits are. So based on that, it looks like it might be DX Sumo, but we might find out. I wish I actually had a little bit of insight into what they played in the qualifiers, but it does make it quite a surprise for us going into our first match. So yeah, I think we could be seeing a lot of things. I believe Karjar registered as Penelope as their main, so we might see Penelope Toggy's 3. I think that could be pretty cool. That would definitely be an exciting one to watch.
Yeah, and I actually like Penelope a lot. I'm looking forward to see how Toggy's play, because like I said, I rarely see a lot of Toggy's 3. I see a few 2, but not a lot of 3. So I actually am a big fan of just like aesthetics of Toggy's 3. So I'm actually looking forward to see what they're going to bring in the matchup, especially against the Finland. So
yeah,
what? How do you feel about Toggy's 3 as a character? Do you think it's a good pocket character?
I feel like I see a lot more Toggy's 2 than 3. Toggy's 3 is definitely just a little bit harder to maneuver, but looks like we're not going to be seeing it. Looks like we're going to be seeing Excelia. So our first match here, we do have DX Excelia versus... I didn't see what the Misala's partner was, but honestly, any perspective here is going to be pretty interesting. But let's take a look at this Excelia. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So it is. So Excelia, she's going to be sitting in the back, shooting her beam rifle, right now. And I really like this character a lot because I feel like she sits in the back and just dish out nice, long, damage hits, right? So she'll shoot, and basically if you get hit by that, it's going to take a lot of damage. It's going to slow the tempo down.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. We're seeing a Penelope Misala team from the other team here, so that is a pretty interesting team at neutral. And right now, it looks like they're giving them a lot of trouble because, as we see Misala in the back, they're very untouched, and Excelia already kind of about half HP. DX popping burst here. Yep.
Now DX is going to try and set up the tempo, especially for, wasn't able. Oh, that was pretty fast. Oh, and now Excelia's getting knocked down in the corner, and then a pop burst. Oh, this is really bad. Okay, counter burst. Let's see what the Excelia do from this situation. Unfortunately, wasn't able to put the bits on her in time and died.
Yeah, that is not looking so good here for DX and Excelia, but, I am really liking this Penelope Misala comp. Just a lot of screen pollution, right? For people unfamiliar, Penelope just makes little missiles basically whenever it does anything. And, of course, Misala is definitely one of the premier screen pollution suits, especially at the low cost, just making it very annoying to try and handle. So it is looking like quite a lot of trouble here for the DX Excelia.
Yeah, and they finally broke through the mid-range right now, but I feel like it's a little too late because they did so much damage. They did a great job just dishing out a lot of damage and also staying alive. What a nice finish. That was very, very clean play from that team. That Penelope was out there just sitting back, relaxing, and just holding the mid-range. Like you said, pollution. Just putting it all on the ground, putting it all on the field, this is what I'm going to do, and this is what you're going to have to receive,
Yeah, absolutely. Turkish Busters, not Turkish Busters, but definitely this Penelope Misala team looks like they have a huge handle. It looks like they're going straight back in. So I don't expect to see any kind of suit changes.
Ooh,
oh, no, wow, okay.
Switch it up.
Yeah, switch to Barbatos. I think that's hopefully going to work pretty well. Barbatos, a little bit more mobile than Excelia, and just with the fast main, that is a little more safe than Excelia's main shot. The Barbatos here might be able to kind of disrupt, but I definitely am interested in seeing if they're going to be able to adapt, because I think this Penelope Misala has been giving this team a difficult time. So we'll take a look here.
Yeah, I'm assuming once the Barbados get in, they will be able to create a little havoc and kind of break the formation. So I think I kind of like that choice from the player. And okay.
Yeah, Nick's having a lot of trouble here just navigating, chasing Misala right now, but
yeah, not able to get the hits that he wants, but taking a lot of damage. Both of them taking a lot of damage right now, really, really early. And Penelope is going in right now. Okay.
Yeah, DX died in for you. Use first. This is looking pretty one-sided here for Penelope and Masala, just doing such a good job here. Let's see if Barbatos does have a half burst. Might pop it here. Yep, here we go.
Okay, all right. Let's see what he does with this.
But
yeah,
at this point, you just need as much damage as possible. It almost doesn't matter what the target is. It goes down in burst. This is not looking like the game for Turkish Gregs. I think Turkish Gregs are about to take this to 0. This is 3 to 5 though, so they'll be able to have
that might change. That damage might do something now. Oh, unfortunately, wasn't able to break through the defense right now.
Yeah, okay. And it doesn't look like Barbatos is going to be able to even get a second burst here. It goes down, gets cut, and that's going to be the second game in favor of Turkish Gregs, going up to 0. But, you know, I'm not too surprised at that. Just this wall from Penelope and Masala looks very difficult for the DX team to overcome. From the Busters, you know, it's looking pretty difficult. So maybe they need to try a new game plan. The DX is unfortunately just not working out that well, just running into a lot of stuff. There's really not much else to say so far in this match, but you know, maybe we'll take a look at the Masala or the Penelope side to see what's working so well for them in this game 3. But you know, we might see another suit switch. Kind of hard to say.
I feel like they might switch it up again. They might feel like this might be the answer. You know, it looks like they're confident with that same team. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see what's happening on the Penelope end, because right now, like you said, they are landmines after landmines after landmines. They walk through one landmine, they thinking that okay, they don't have any more landmines, and then boom, there's another landmine. Just damage output is just consistently growing, and they're covering each other very, very well. So I think that's actually pretty good. They are very, very comfortable at playing at this pace right now.
Yep, so we are watching Calm Vibrations here piloting this Barbatos. Looks like we're going to swap over and take a peek at the Penelope here.
Yep. And Penelope is looking like she is. They are having a good time right now. You know, chilling, shooting the beam rifles, controlling a lot of space, just holding the mid range down, and not putting themselves in the corner. So this is probably why it's really dangerous. Why this team is so strong. It's because they're just holding their ground really, really well, and they're just covering each other. You see one person get started, the other person's there to cover, they get out, and then now they move around and they rotate. So this is really, really good team comp gameplay right now. And oh man, that hurts. Ooh.
Yeah, they're able to just support each other really well, and it's looking like a really solid game yet again. This is we're watching Xerox Masala right now. Really solid, nice sub here. Gets the
that was so clean. Okay, the teammate is in the bad spot, but he's still covering it at a good range, and the damage output is adding up. It may not be a lot the first time, but after the 6, 7, 8 time, it's definitely going to start bleeding, you know?
Yeah, really nice sub there as well. Xerox putting up some great support here for his partner.
Oh, he stopped the tempo while that person that burst. That's really huge. That's a lot of time going now. Okay. And just in case you guys, what's happening?
Yeah, we saw some nice stall attempts here from Xerox. Was able to deflect a lot of the pressure from the Barbatos burst, and it is looking really bad here as they just need to kill each opponent once to end this. So we'll see here Penelope at HP just living on the edge.
Yeah, just living on the edge. Jesus Christ, man, that was so clean. It was just amazing just how that person was just literally just dancing around in the corner with 8 HP, just like, yeah, I'm just going to sit here and be comfortable in the situation, and I'm still going to try to pick those landing punishes and stuff like that. So great play, great decision making from the Penelope player.
No, absolutely. Man, that was pretty one-sided, but, you know, a great way to start off our day here, right?
yeah, right? That morning tea right there.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, looking forward to taking a look at some more matches, but let's take a look here at some recaps from our match. I think the early swap seemed like it was a little bit better. That the Excelia didn't really look like it was working out very well. But you know, I think regardless, I think Finland Busters. We're just having a little bit of trouble here against Turkish Gregs on a player skill level. Turkish Gregs just looking really well oiled here. Definitely ready to try and take it today, it looks like.
Yeah, they're actually looking really, really confident, man. Like, I'm not going to lie. That team is definitely looking very, very clean, looking very, very solid. And they are looking like they want to go in grand final. So
yeah, well, they are well situated here in the upper bracket semis. They're going to be fighting against the winner of our next match, I believe, Nekomimi Khan versus Solgor Teach Chinese. So that is going to be an interesting one. I know at least Solgor's team has Soul Neko on it, who I'm familiar with, and unfamiliar with the players on Neko Mimicon's team, but very excited to find out, to get acquainted with them, right?
Right, exactly, man. Like I said, I'm really, really happy to see all of these players that I haven't watched before, man, come in, and they showing some cool gameplay, man. Showing some really, really good gameplay. So I'm assuming the Neko team, they seem that they're going to be playing Reborn's Exia.
Yeah.
So that's actually...
That's what we think based on the surveys, but again, anything goes. Really hard to say.
Right. And right now, their win ratio is looking very, very solid, man. It looks like they are not trying to lose. They're not trying to get below C. They're trying to get that B+, and
yeah, with the win loss record stuff, I think since there aren't as many matches, there's not as much info to garner from them, but I think it does give us a good idea of how many of these qualifiers they've entered.
Right, exactly.
That's the big thing. And they are going to be playing against Soul Neko and Vincent Kyoya. So that's going to be a fun one. I think, what did we have as our projected team for them is Red Frame the O. Based on the survey, again, that is... we're not quite sure if that's what it's going to be, but I think we'll find out. But it did seem like it was looking something like Red Frame the O. So in any case, it's probably going to be something pretty aggressive, but we're going to find out. I do see them. It looks like... Is that V2 I see? It looks like I see Red Frame V2.
Oh,
so I'm liking that versus Reborn's. That isn't Exia though. I actually missed it. But we're gonna find out. But yeah, V2 Red Frame's an interesting one, right? Red Frame is a pretty aggressive suit. V2 is a little bit more of a defensive, I want to say. So I'm not sure. It might be front Red Frame actually. But yeah, we'll find out here.
I'm not gonna lie. I like watching Red Flame when they do the flex on you with the combos. You know how he does the stance and things like that, man. I hope we get to see some solo.
Okay, it's Barbatos. Yeah, so it's Reborn's Barbatos, the pretty orthodox team. Just gonna kind of take it at their leisure and push in when they need to. V2 though is definitely a suit that there's a lot to talk about here, because for V2, V2 can play slow. It has a timer, so it can go in really aggressively when it wants to. But we'll see what happens here. We're watching this perspective here from Reborn's, and we're probably going to see how this Reborn's deals with V2, whether he wants to pressure, went out of the mode, and take these knockdowns. Here comes Red Frame coming in here from Soul Neko.
Nice challenge behind the building. That's really, really good.
Yeah, it's very difficult actually to attack in against Reborn's though. Just a very good suit for playing defensive when need be. Here goes Soul Neko again, just trying to get in, but the Gaga and the Omicron, as well as the Cannon 2A, make it difficult. Oh! Nice melee.
Nice punish. Oh my god. Yo, honestly, watching Reborn's play is actually really, really fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Reborn's, the thing about Reborn's is a really strong range too, but also has a good side B. So that melee is also not to be messed with, right? There's a reason why you pick. There's a reason why you pick F with Reborn's. Bursting Cannon.
Oh, nice. Okay. He's keeping his composure. Okay, shooting around. Oh, he gonna get that punch? He did.
Nice.
Wow. That was actually really, really good. Now he's got the breakdance all the way over there.
Much damage here. That's actually such a good burst from Reborn.
Ooh. Okay. He took a lot of damage. Got a hard knockdown. Okay, Barbatos is sitting a little defensively, just waiting for his teammate to...
He might just wait for his partner to die, because Reborn's at 34 HP. Reborn's goes down, but he's going in anyways. Tries to back off a little bit.
Yep. Nice shot. Okay, now Reborn's back with full life. Did use a burst, so he's going to have to do a lot of damage before to get burst again. Oh, what a hit. Oh, that was really nice, but he got punished by his teammate.
Yeah, V2. V2 is is out of mode, actually, so not much of an opportunity.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Reborn's coming back. Oh, nice punish to intercept his teammate getting hit. Reborn's getting another burst right now. It's very dangerous because the damage output is really high. And now they are controlling the tempo mid-range. Oh, he got in. Wasn't able to get the conversion, but his teammate is in a bad situation. Nice. Went for the slam. That was really good. Now he's in a bad spot, and he's dead right there. That was very, very good. Good, clean gameplay, man. I'm not gonna lie. That Reborn's Barbatos team looking kind of crispy,
Yep. It's looking pretty solid here. Barbatos did what needed to do. Actually, pretty good example of how Barbatos gets to kind of abuse playing an overheat with the command dash and CSA and such and so forth. So good stuff from that team. I think just pretty solid. The V2 the V2 Red Frame. I think Red Frame there unable to really get their game plan going. It's a weird comp. I feel like it really hinges, I think, on a double push from V2 and Red Frame, and I see the V2 kind of unreadied, so maybe we're gonna see a team swap from these two players. It's definitely hard to say, but I do think that I would either like to see a swap or some kind of different approach strategically, like popping the mode. Popping the time mode early and just running the gun with Red Frame at the same time, because we saw Red Frame just like diving straight for Reborns. That's very difficult. Reborns is really strong at disengaging, has so many self-defensive tools.
And on the top of that, he's a higher cost, so he's going to have more boost advantage against Red Frame. So once Red Frame kind of failed to get in, he's definitely going to dish out a lot of damage on that punishment, and it's going to slow the team down and make his victory, his teammate who's playing V2, harder to actually set up for him.
Yeah, so we're watching, we are watching the V2 perspective here, and this is a situation for Vincent Kyoya. He needs to basically make some plays happen in this mode.
Uh-oh.
It looks like we are having a little bit of a connection issue, but we're going to see when we come back here. But I do want to see more from that mode. Like, I want to see when V2 pops the mode. I want to see them run straight in, honestly, try and score some knockdowns, because like, unless the Red Frame can really make the plays happen, either that or a target swap. Like, I feel like maybe just jumping on the Barbatos here is a little bit of a better game plan than trying to gun down the Reborns. Hard to say. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah. So my thoughts is, I feel like, going at the Barbados, and then like you said, going into that V2 mode really quick and trying to get that quick knockdown and dish out damage, because in that mode he does do a lot of knockdown setup, so that be able to you get to set up more tempo opportunities, and on top of that too, they are higher costs on the Barbados, so he's not going to be able to evade as much as he can. He's going to have to take a lot of risk. Then that allows the Reborn players to have to make risk and make decisions, and then that makes errors. And then when you make those errors, because you have to kind of take a risk to look out for your teammate, then you can start looking for punishments and things like that. But running at a wall like that has perfect defense, it's kind of like not heavily on the offensive favor, especially against Reborns.
Yeah, no, totally agree. Honestly, I kind of want to see suit swap, or I want to see on this game too. So it is it's 3 out of 5, right? So you can afford to lose 2 games here. So they are down 1 game for Team Solgar Teach Chinese. So if they're planning on taking over Neko Mimikon, they probably need to try some high risk gambles. I mean, well, I say that they definitely tried something in game 1. I don't really think it worked. Game 2 was not looking like the strongest start either for them. So I would like to see either like a full on committed gamble around start for this comp, or a suit swap, one or the other. Yeah.
And it just went here that one of the Neko Mimi's teammates actually DC, so they're going to take a loss, unfortunately. But I'm still looking forward to seeing like the interesting switch ups.
Yep. Yeah. So Neko Mimi, they actually dropped that game for that disconnect. So here we are going into game 2. Okay. Oh, sorry, game three, and we're watching Soul Neko's Red Frame here. See if he can make it happen.
Yep, he's looking for a way to get in, but as you say, the running into Reborn's Gundam is not a good idea. But Reborn is knocked down right now, so maybe this might be a good opportunity to dish out a lot of damage against the Reborns.
I think they tried to pressure Oki here, but didn't really work out. So Neko trying to make something happen.
Yep. Oh, what a punish, man. It's like it's not working out anymore. He's trying to 1v1 it right now, and this is not a matchup that Red Frame would like, but was able to get a nice straight hit.
That Barbatos is absolutely looking, catches him with the pressure. Here we go. Oh, just a little bit too far. Tries to armor in on Reborns, doesn't quite get it, but still looking much better here. Getting a lot of damage on this Barbatos.
Yeah.
Barbatos actually, they could actually get the overcuts here. Fighting burst.
Oh, this is a good burst. Oh, he gets the hit. Oh, that defensive, man, the strong defense for Reborn Gundams right now.
Yeah, V2 in the mode here, needs to push some damage. Goes for the trident. I don't think they got it.
Okay. All right, this is actually pretty good for them. The V2 is very healthy right now. Could play the long game now. Has a lot of health.
Yeah, the problem is, Soul Neko did die first. Nice shield on the Garo.
Nice defense. Oh, that was good blocks. Okay, this is a bad spot now. Uh-oh, good counter. Good counter burst. Ooh, he evaded that. Was so clean. That was so clean.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good. I think you take that as V2, right? You were able to mitigate a lot of damage, and the burst actually regens the timer on the mode. So V2 is going to get AB mode right now. So if they can see the opening, he's just going to pop it right now.
There we go.
Yeah, they're going to go for the Barbados here. Barbados very low.
That was so good. That was
Solneko going for some Oki, maybe doesn't get it. Gets Garabit out here. V2 very low though. It looks like they're going to give Solneko one more life.
Yes, I think that's a great decision, especially for the red frame to go ahead and get that full life, and he can go ahead and rush down, and he can control space with the long range right now. So I think that was a smart decision.
Okay, he's stalling a bit. They're going to pop the mode, and they're going straight for the Barbados. Here we go. Solneko fighting burst. Solneko closes it out.
Smart. Wow, that was such clean gameplay. I like the strategy now. Like you said that if they go for the Barbados, that's going to make the Reborns take more risk, and that's exactly what they just did. That was so smart for them.
Yeah, so man, I feel like that momentum shift is all they needed here. So they're actually leading 2-1. I know I started by I think I started this set kind of making it sound like it was not a good position for Solneko and Vincent to be in. But clearly the tables have turned here.
Man, I'm talking about the table has flipped.
Yeah.
I feel like they just flipped the table and was like, nah, we're about to create some havoc. And like I said, I think that was the smart thing to do, was to do damage to the Barbados, and then after that, focus on the Reborns, because now the Reborns got to deal with the double lock, and it's up to the players to make the right moves and the right options to get out of those bad situations. And they adapted well, and they was able to find a countermeasure.
Yeah, basically, if Solneko can make the clutch play, then they're looking pretty. So, you know, game 1, it didn't work out. Game 3, though, it did. So we're going to take a look again. And again, they are only one match away. Here we go. Just double diving in, gets the hit.
Okay, nice combo.
Yeah, no cut either. And we have Oki here.
Yep. Okay, now Reborn's got out. Used a lot to get out of there.
Tries to armor, but sub, it downs too fast.
Man, that was actually good defense right there.
Yeah, you know, the thing is, Reborn has a lot of ways to hit Red Frame out before Red Frame can get the armor. Oh, gets a stun. Does not quite actually.
Oh, didn't capitalize from it, though.
Yeah, but it looks like his partner, V2, doing a good job of just taking attention away from everyone. Got the cut on Reborns there.
Yep. So, and right now, Red Frame and Reborns are taking a lot of damage, but the other teammates are looking really healthy.
Oh, knocks him down before he can do anything. That's a huge.
They needed that.
So that goes so close to getting burst here. If he can like land a 1BR. Oh, the disconnect. I think that's going to be it. Because I think that was Nekomimi's teammate, or one of the players on Nekomimi's team. 3006 actually looked like they were going to give the win to Solneko's team. So Solgor T Chinese, I think, is going to be moving on into upper bracket round 2. I don't know for sure, though, but that's what it looked like.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like that. That would be the worst way to go out, man. You know, like, you know, when they won the team and then they bounce back and then unfortunate things happen. And now they are going to take that win and, you know, have to go home and tell the family about this.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we'll see if that is what happened, but it was definitely some exciting matches getting to watch the Red Frame just go in. I
really like the game plan that they did when they win that. It's like they was focusing on the Barbados, and then after that, the Reborns was trying to make a presence and was getting hit. And then once Reborns got knocked down, then they had to deal with the Okazime in the game and was able to dish out a lot of damage and the V2 to stay healthy. Because like you said, the V2 is a very defensive suit. So the fact that it was able to keep the pressure going while also staying safe, while also allowing his teammate to have multiple lives, I think was the reason why they won. That was actually great gameplay and a great concept to use to counter against a strong suit and a strong team like Reborns. And, you know,
I mean, it looks pretty like back V2 front Red Frame there. And, you know, I think considering it looked like Solnek was basically playing front there, getting a lot of attention from both teammates, and while taking hits, honestly was still doing enough that just being able to free up your partner as V2 is pretty big. So in particular, we saw that fight in the buildings, right? We saw Solneko didn't really get too much, but then we saw at the same time that V2 was able to just rack up a bunch of damage, getting cuts while their opponent's team was distracted, just trying to double lock Red Frame. So it works out there. I think it's just all about momentum. Red Frame, obviously wants these knockdowns, wants the opportunities to get close in and dish out the damage. And V2 obviously also is a very strong suit at getting those knockdowns, especially in the AB mode, right? In the time mode, you are going to be able to take it out. And I'm getting word that we do have Team Solgor Teach Chinese is going to take it over Nekomimi 3-1. So they are going to be playing against Turkish Greg. So that is going to be an interesting one. I'm very curious as to whether Solgor Teach Chinese is going to be able to punch through the wall that is Penelope Masala.
Yeah, that wall was kind of dangerous, man. And now we're going to be going to the double S tier team versus Feast and Seed. Oh man, like I said, I'm a huge fan of the name of double S tier team, so I'm looking forward to see what they're going to bring. But on the playlist,
we got
they said
players,
that so they're going to be playing the Banshee Norm, and that is the one on the left side. I guess they said we're gonna figure it out when we play.
Yeah, it seems like it could be Marasai maybe is probably my guess here, based on the player survey from Saboteur. But we're gonna find out. I think in any case, obviously Saboteur and Irisa, pretty known in the community, even on the NA side, been really active doing stuff to support EU. And of course, the other team, Sneeds and Feed and Seed. Sneeds, Feed, and Seed is going to be Sigma, AX, and Carlo. And it's looking from the survey like it's going to be V2X1. But again, we're going to find out. If it is, though, then that'll be the second V2 that we see in the bracket. But that should be an exciting one. If it's going to be Norn V2. But I think we're going to find out.
I'm actually looking forward to seeing the Norm. Actually, I know the Banshee series is just really. I really like their beam rifle because it's like it's very, very like huge, right? So like if you get hit, it's very like demoralizing. It's like, oh man, I got hit by this.
Yeah, being Magnum from many of the unicorn suits just really solid, especially in this version. They did kind of nerf the beam rifle guidance a little bit, so the difference in guidance actually is pretty real. It's always been real, obviously, but with most of the other beam rifles kind of feeling a little bit weaker in this version of the game compared to in the previous iterations, Beam Magnum certainly is super real now, makes them have to respect that spacing a lot. So we'll see. If it is Norn V2, I think it'll be pretty interesting, since it'll be the kind of matchup where, V2 in general, I always enjoy commentating because you get to see these timed pushes by the V2. You also get to see how just the existence of that mode pressures the enemy team to try and figure it out. But as Norn, I feel like Norn's pretty comfortable with a lot of situations. So I think it'll be up to the back suits, and if it's going to be V2 X1, then if it's the X1 trying to get in against the Norn, and if it is Marasai, then that's a lot of stuff on the screen compared to something like V2 X1, where I think that it's going to kind of be a little bit like that previous match we watched, where if it is V2 X1, then it will be a match where either it's going to be back V2 again and we're going to see front X1, or we're going to see a double front time push with the timer. Either way, I think could be interesting. So looking forward to see how that's going to play out.
Yeah, and I really like how X1 is a good choice because they can use the cloak to deal with a lot of the beam rifle shots. So they're able to kind of take a little bit more risk because they got a little bit more health to kind of like basically afford. And if they could use that opportunity to actually get in and actually take those hits, it's actually going to be very scary against.
It's looking like it might be Marasai Camphor. So 2000, 1500. Versus I do see X1, so it could be V2 X1. Yeah, so I'm looking at the players in the lobby right now. It's looking like it's going to be V2 X1 versus Marasai Camphor. So it's going to be a double low cost team versus V2 X1. So I I think matchup-wise, it might be a little bit challenging because V2X1 has a lot of ways to bully and get fast knockdowns. However, Camphor is one of the best ways to say, like, get off of me, right? Camphor is a really powerful low-cost suit, in burst especially, and it's definitely going to be a bit of a pain for X1 to deal with, since Camphor's machine gun shots do go through the ABC mantle, go through the cloak. So, you know, if Camphor is able to keep out this X1, it's going to be a bit of a problem. But, you know, they are playing a double low-cost team. They could just get bullied by V2 in mode. There aren't very many outs versus V2, but we're going to be taking a look at Irisai's Marasai first. Gets tagged by Fork. So, that was a popped mode. So V2 already in the mode. Just trying to, you know, Marasai here, just trying to get this X1 off his tail.
Yep, but, and the X1 is staying grounded, so he's going to be able to punish. Nice punch. His teammate wasn't able to capitalize from the overheat.
I like this choice here with the X1 going on Mars. I feel like that works out a lot better than X1 trying to go for Camphor here. We are taking a look at here. Saboteur's Camphor gets a nice AC. And a melee, the 2B. Gonna get a new one.
Okay.
Shooting burst.
He got
this
the
is
burst.
it here. A lot of damage can be pushed out in this mode.
Oh, this is a lot of damage right now. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So got away with that burst. Yeah, without taking too much damage. It's pretty good here.
Yeah, and I think they did a good amount of damage for being a low-cost team. So I know the team on the other side has burst now, right? They should be having burst. Oh, there we go. Okay.
V2 here trying to get some damage.
That hurts. That's a lot of damage.
Irisai is in burst, and oh wow, that damage actually gave Saboteur burst on Camphor. That's really huge.
Yes.
Yeah, here's the fighting burst here from Irisai. Gonna get a lot of damage. Tries to get a melee, I think. Still does not quite get it.
Oh, nice punish. And they're still holding it down, and the X1 is doing a good job staying alive. The V2 died. Took a lot of damage. Oh, and fortunately, the X1 just died right now.
This is actually not so good here now for Irisai and Saboteur, as if Irisai dies, he's going to get overcosted in half HP. There it goes. So,
oh, there we go. Okay. And a knockdown. Wow, that was really good.
Their game plan might be to take out this X1 here. We're going to see. Camphor pushing out damage and burst. See what he gets here.
X1 using burst, so he's trying to stay alive this game. Oh, that took a lot of damage.
Camphor trying to get his partner. Can he get this hit? Does not quite get it.
Oh, that's huge. That's huge.
Yeah, Marasai at 7 HP here just has to live, and here's the V2 burst to try and close out the match.
Oh, this is hard to get out. This is never mind. Got counter burst now.
Camphor trying their best just to stop this and peel, but not going to work out. Boozash melee whiffs though. Eric's still living on 7 HP here. Oh my god, lands overheat.
Goodness.
Oh, but Camphor got too low too.
That was
good stuff living from Irisai, but Saboteur also just got too low. It just came down to health. Both players basically just got too low. It makes sense. I think it looked like it was working out in the beginning, but not enough damage dealt from Camphor and burst, I feel like. I feel like, yes. So Saboteur actually had some really good burst management, like bursting right at that halfway point. Got the burst again on their second life really fast, but just could not find that damage. And X1 working out pretty well against the Marasai, I think.
Yeah, and I feel like, as you said, like for a low-cost team, I feel like with that kind of strategy, you definitely want to do a lot of damage per life, right? You're going to be able to use a lot of lives to come back, so you want to try to dish out as much damage you can, because the moment you do a lot of damage and you're able to get a kill off before like your second to third life, you're going to be able to secure a lot of deal, because you're going to be able to wreak more havoc. So the fact that they didn't do a lot of damage when they had the burst and early on definitely wasn't in their favor. And also good stuff to the defensive players being able to counter that and be able to keep their composure. And the X1 being a front suit, being able to stay alive more than his for his teammate as a defensive suit. That was actually a good adjustment.
X1 didn't even die, I believe. I thought
it did, but it actually was able to stay alive. It was actually very impressive.
Yeah. I would actually like it to be. I would like to take a look at this V2. I think in this match, because we saw a lot of the action from the Marasai Camphor and the X1, but hard to say what this V2 has been really doing in this match here. I mean, obviously doing what they need to do, but in any case, Irisai Getting
Oh,
punished here by
already
X1.
right there. That's not
Again,
good.
This X1 versus Marasai is working out really well.
God.
Long combo
Just
here.
dancing on him. Just dancing on him.
This is like the best situation here because you buy so much time for the V2 to just try and bully Camphor.
Man, he took him to the stars.
The
Did he take him down to the star? Is that it? Okay. I guess he felt bad.
Let's see. X1 trying to do 2B Oki here.
Okay.
Just hunting this Marasai.
This is not good right now. Like you said,
Still has that cloak too. Like hasn't even been touched. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
but I guess
Saboteur
that still kept the cloak, so it's actually not bad. Teammate came to save, but they both already with low life right now, so it's not looking good for both players.
Okay. Throws that Toby assist. X1.
Oh, wow.
V2
Nice landing punish. Oh, man, that's not good. Look at the life. Look at the life they didn't lose versus, they took the whole bar. Now they only could work with so much. And
Camphor burst. The double burst here, they're just trying to push out as much damage as possible. Let's see what Camphor can do. They need a lot of damage on both players, honestly, here. Like, maybe go for the OC and...
Oh, that's pretty bad right now for the V2. V2 dying first, but the X1 is sitting back, so he's definitely going to try to stay defensive and try to get his cloak back. Popping burst is actually really good. Oh, but he got hit. I was able to tap. Okay.
Yeah, this not in mode here. And this is actually this shooting burst from V2. Unfortunately, doesn't look like it's going to work out that well. But regardless, they're still quite ahead, right? But X1 on their last life here. So Irisa and Saboteur, they're going to just try and close it out here versus X1. They're just going to try and rush this X1 down if they can. They did able to close that. So so Irisa was able to just run down to X1. That's the thing is the X1 player is playing F burst, so he cannot defensive burst there. So that was a situation like I was trying to say halfway through that match. Is I think it was actually better for Irisa and Saboteur that they were able to kill V2 first and go for the OC kill on X1, because if X1 actually died first and came in at full life, it would have been a little easier to manage with that F burst. But so the timing actually worked out. But that's kind of what happens when you run in, you run in FX1 and it doesn't work out. Then that's kind of what happens. But
it seems like an all-in burst, right? It's like if you play F burst, you're going all in.
I mean, I'm just surprised that they were able to kind of bring that back. It was looking not so good.
It was very bad in the beginning. Like, the X1 was out here just, like I said, he was dancing on him in the corner, and unfortunately, he still was able to lose that. So I felt like we don't know what happened else in the mid-range that actually changed the tempo that fast.
Yeah, so this time very different here. X1 unable to get the hit. Okay. X1 just trying to peel on this Marasai. Can they get it? Boost dash melee. It's going to work.
Here we go.
Yep,
he kept it quick because his teammate was behind him. Very good recognition from the player.
Yeah, V2 scoring a bit of damage here on Camphor as well here.
And this is kind of looking like the same from the last game, but we want to see if they're going to be able to close it out. Okay, now he's in the corner.
Burst. Yeah, Camphor has burst here. I think we're going to see them pop it. Yep, there it is.
Oh, smart.
Nice block.
Good block.
And it actually didn't get punished. It's actually kind of dangerous. Uh-oh.
Oh, this is not good.
I mean, that's not bad. The damage there from the unblockable was not huge and did kind of drain a lot of the burst from Camphor. So I think the X1's actually kind of okay with this. Cloak is also back.
Wow.
And
that assist. What an assist. He said, give me a hug, please. Oh, this is really good. But they did a lot of damage. Actually, pretty this is actually pretty even, actually. We don't know how this is going to go.
Oh, here comes this Camphor. Damage.
Oh.
Yeah, they're going for the double kill on the X2 again, I think, or X1. I think that is really their best.
Wow, that round stuff.
Actually, health-wise, they're doing pretty okay, too. Like, Irisa on Marasai has a lot of HP here. 300 HP hasn't been touched yet, so this X1 needs to be very careful here.
Oh, and
if they go down, it's a real problem.
Yep. I feel like he should avoid the Campler as much as he can, because the Campler is the only suit right now on that team that can actually shoot him while he has the cloak on. So he's going to have to play the risk reward and kind of keep at bay on the Marasai and just kind of have his V2 kind of cover him.
Yeah, and Marasai has burst here, so Irisa is in a really good position.
That was good. That was so good.
It looks like they just want to try and kill Camphor one more time, I think. Here it comes, Irisa trying to close out, just gets the kill on X1. It's still in burst. Where's this respawn? This respawn's close enough. They're going straight for it.
Okay,
Irisa just going straight for the X1 here. Can they get it? Just overheat, not enough. I'm looking at the other side of the screen here. We're seeing this 1v1 from V2, but the same side on the other side of the screen here, Marseille is hounding down X1 to try and close out the match. Here's the burst here. This might be it. They're just looking straight.
Oh, he evaded that? Oh, he got burst now.
Oh, they
V2
kill
have
anyone
burst,
now.
what are they going to do?
It's so
teammates stay
close.
alive,
Everyone is low. Everyone is low. There it is.
God.
X1 able to tag out Camper.
That was so crazy. Oh my goodness, that was so stressful, man. I felt like it was so even, and then it just went left really fast, and then it just went really fast. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I know I was calling out the action off screen because there were basically two 1v1s happening at the same time. There, so you guys were watching the V2 Camphor duel, but then at the same time I was watching this X1 Marseille duel to the death on the other side near the buildings. So it was really crazy. Anything could have happened there. So like they. It's like Sneeze was able to take the game, but it really could have just gone anyway. So, man, what a match.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. Now I feel like this is a very, very close match, man. I feel like both players are adjusting to each other, and I like that they're keeping the same suit because they know that this is actually really good for both teams, right? Like, it's like, okay, I just got to make the adjustments against him. I got to make sure I don't make a mistake here. And they're pretty confident of what they're bringing to the table in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I think a big thing here is, like, they know that the X1 is going from our side, so it's really up to Irisa to try and defend versus X1. Good use of the spear, I think, is pretty key to just not letting X1 abuse the ABC mantle. They're getting a good amount of damage on V2 this game, though. V2 is actually lit quite a lot. X1 needs to make something happen here. Very close to Marseille, but can't really get in. There it is. Okay.
Ooh, nice. That was a very, very good damage. 221 damage real quick.
Good cut from Camphor, though. And Camphor it has burst as well. V2 getting clipped. Are we going to see a burst here? I don't think so, but we'll find out.
That was good.
Mode? The building saving the day, but not quite.
Oh no, this is good. It's really scary. He's gonna have to do something with his burst, but he can't.
Yeah, X1 in an awkward position. Throws a nuke out. Let's see if it actually works out. He might hit his partner, actually. No, it doesn't. I don't think it
doesn't work out.
Yeah. All right, so X1 there's a problem here for Team Sneed, and I think Team Double S tier knows it. Good whip, really important whip there actually.
Okay, has no cloak right now, so he's gonna have to run and make sure he stays close to his teammate because he has burst. Yeah, nice punish. Irisa
finds the kill. And it's really up to this V2 to try and stop them from just ignoring him and gunning straight for X1. Gets some good damage on Irisa. And Camphor's low. This is actually dangerous for Double Esther team. I know it looks like the X1's on the brink of death, but at the same time, both of the low-cost suits are about to die. They gave burst to V2 too. This actually could be really bad. It's again a very close game.
Yep. Once the V2 goes go right here, and then
V2 and burst. If he can close it out, Fork doesn't work out. Tries to get Irisa.
Oh, that's not dead. Oh, unfortunate.
And in the meantime, really X1's very, very close to trouble. If Camphor can try and close that, there's damage.
That's huge. They got knocked down. Now
it's like the same situation again. One of these guys actually needs to die, I think. Like either the Marseille. Oh my God, they did die at the same time.
Wow, the whip. Oh, that is unfortunate, man. That X1, I feel like the X1, that matchup was just really rough because he had the cloak. So it was very hard to kind of like shoot and do a lot of damage. So the X1 got into the range and he pulled out the whip and he whipped them out down to the lower bracket.
The problem was both Camphor and Marseille were really low HP, and they had 1 HP left to share. So one of those guys could have respawned with a little more life, but they both died at the same time, unfortunately. They got split up in the 1v1, which is really not what you want in this kind of comp. So really good stuff on Sneed's Feed and Seed for being able to separate the players and then kind of do what they wanted in this match. I think that was really key. Is they picked their targets and they tried their best to split them up. Worked out really well. Even if you're not necessarily like, let's say, winning the 1v1 as V2 when you're out of mode, you're buying a lot of time and you're letting your X1 do its job, right? Like X1 this kind of match. Is like we saw some great whips in that last game too. Actually whipped Camphor out of S burst was huge, like absolutely huge.
And like I said, just V2 was getting a lot of like Yerbies, and I feel like those was really slowing down the tempo. And right here, when he shot himself with the explosion, I was very, very scared for him. That was something that he definitely didn't want to do. But the X1 was capitalizing a lot on the land and punish, and the V2 was buying a lot of time with the defensive shots and just knocking them down slowly. And this was just it was just really, really good, man. It's really, really good. I like building a lot of fights near the building area, and just a lot of like situations right here. Like, I thought he was gonna get the combo right here, but he dropped it. And right here, this is like really, really good. He got into the range and boom.
Yeah, I mean, X1 just a very strong 1v1 suit. That whip that we're seeing, the side whip there, very difficult to deal with. Just fundamentally, you know, it costs a lot of boost to step out of it, sure, but not as big of a deal when the opponents are playing low-cost suits. So, you know, I think we did kind of see one of the situations that played out there, which is just both the suits bullying the low-cost. Especially, it looked like Marsai had you know, problems. I think it looked a little scary to try and push in on Camphor, especially when he had bursts, but it was looking like Marsai was an easy kind of pick-off target, especially for X1. So, good stuff to sneaks and feeds. I think, you know, the strategy worked out. Still, despite that, it was really close games, right? I think,
I feel like it was very exciting matches there.
Yeah. So next up, we have the last match here in the first round in this upper bracket here. We got Just for Fun versus Alternative V. And I'm excited to close out our first round of uppers, and that's really going to paint the picture for the rest of this bracket, right?
Yeah, and Just for Fun, you know, I hope they have a great time. I guess this is the Exia on the left. And I don't know these players, so I'm looking forward to see what they show into the gameplay. I'm a huge fan of like Exia.
So I mean, EX Xenon Face is probably playing Xenon. I would expect so, but you never know. But you know, I'm gonna assume, and they did list Xenon as their main suit, so we may see Xenon Exia to, you know, round out our pretty aggressively heavy lineup here versus Alternative V. So Linden lists Build Strike as their main, and so we're probably going to see the double build fighter team. We're going to see Hot Scramble Build Strike, which should be fun. And they did not drop a single game in their qualifying rounds that they played. So
that's huge. That's good. And like I said, man, I am a huge fan of Hot Scramble, and I'm looking forward to see what Hot Scramble's going to do, man. He going to give people the Hot Scramble eggs. You know, we never know, man. The mid range for that character is really, really dope.
Okay, so I'm looking at the lobby here. It's actually pretty different from both. So Xenon Face is actually playing Camphor, so it's going to be Camphor Exia, another low-cost team here at the 2000 1500 comp. And then we actually are going to see, it looks like it's Gabra. Oh, sorry, it's Zaku Amazing. So it's actually going to be Zaku Amazing Hot Scramble. So the
how is that comp?
So Johnny Riddick. Zaku Amazing. So we're swapping out Build Strike for the other build suit. So it's going to be 3000 2000 with Hot Scramble Zaku Amazing, and Zaku Amazing is a pretty solid suit, but it looks like, I don't know, I'm not sure if they're actually going to stick with it, but we're going to find out. What were you saying, Kazim?
I was going to say, how do you feel about actually the Zaku and the Hot Scramble? The way I'm picturing it, I feel like the Zaku is going to be taking a lot of lives, while the Hot Scramble is just going to be throwing a lot of funnels and just doing like small damage over time, and hopefully letting the Zaku actually kind of like dish out a lot of damage while being able to take a lot of lives.
So in this match, the tricky thing is the enemy team is going to be playing Exia Camphor. It's a double low-cost kind of close-range centered suit. So Hot Scramble typically has a pretty solid mid-range game that is enhanced by the Boost Dash Melee, right? Boost Dash Melee is that got projectile auto guard on it with really good hitbox. You're typically using that as a threat, but it's a little scary to throw it against something like Exia in particular, for example, right? A little harder to attack against Exia just because it has good melee. Camphor, hard to say, kind of like if Camphor gets the barrel roll around Boost Dash Melee, it can be kind of tricky, especially with the burst. Otherwise, I think it's okay for Hot Scramble, but we might see the Hot Scramble play a little more timidly against this kind of team and just kind of play this range game and just try and keep those low cost suits out of the game and just play it at the mid-range. I foresee the AC from Hot Scramble, the fast shot, really good at knocking down and punishing low boost landings, and that's definitely something that happens a lot with when you're playing 2K 1.5K, especially Camphor. Like I think it's going to be a little difficult if Camphor is trying to be aggressive with these barrel rolls and stuff, and Hot Scramble is just throwing out the fastest I see. But at the same time, like you said, it could be a funnel game. I think it's fine without playing funnel. Typically, you see a lot of the stronger hot scrambles use less of the down funnel and keep the fence for Omicron just to keep your landings low. But at the same time, against this kind of comp, when they have less boost and less performance, the down funnel, the fence can be quite a terror to deal with. But at the same time, like I said before, using it in conjunction with pushing in the close range might be a bit dangerous, especially against Exia.
Right.
So Zaku Amazing, on the other hand, like I don't foresee it really going in that much. I think it does a really good job at supporting with its missiles and hard to see main. Just a lot of cover fire. So I think we're going to see this Zaku Amazing. If it is Zaku Amazing, I think we're just going to be seeing it throughout a lot of support from the side lane, just making it really difficult for the enemy team to attack in. I'm not really entirely sure what the game plan is going to be for this Exit Camphor. Like, I guess they're just going to, just try and get in, basically.
Double lock, I'm assuming,
yeah,
right?
I mean, you can try and double lock hound this Zaku Amazing. I do think that Hot Scramble doesn't have the best ability to peel compared to some of the other front suits. Like preemptive charge shot A for the big Garrow is pretty decent. But his ability to peel is not, in my opinion, the strongest. He has AC that's kind of the main deal, but like I could see a match playing out where they just kind of run the train on Zaku Amazing, and Hot Scramble is left in the dust, or they juke it and then they just pounce on Hot Scramble. I foresee the Exia doing a lot of work here with the Camphor being just like the battery. When Camphor builds meter, they're gonna pop and just go straight in, and but otherwise, like we'll kind of have to see how Camphor plays out.
That's a scary team. That's just a scary team to think about, man. Exia, and then you got a battery of Camphor. Like, oh my goodness, I just feel like the moment they just make one good read and they have bursts and they get a hit, I just feel like the tide, if they were losing, they're just winning all of a sudden. I feel like they're just going to change the tide so fast. So I really hope that the other team is going to have a very, very defensive strategy against this, because I feel like the game is really going to begin when the burst hits. If the game looks what I think it's going to look, where it's going to be slow in the beginning and then when the burst comes out, I feel like that's going to equalize who's winning right now. That's what I think is going to happen. I feel like we're just going to see a burst and we're going to see a lot of damage dish out, and the Exia definitely is going to be the MVP. He has to be the MVP. He has to be the LeBron James of Gundam.
I mean, compared to the last match we saw, there's no X1 whip, so it's going to be, and there's no like one-shot down BR from V2. So I think Camphor is going to put in a little bit more work this game than the previous match we saw, because Camphor in burst is just ridiculous. But the last match we saw, we actually saw a good amount of just knocking him out because of those one-shot downs. So we'll see. I do think that could be something we see, is just the Camphor going nuts, and just blowing up all over one of these two suits. We're gonna find out here, though. Players ready, going in the match here. So here we go. We got Camphor Exia versus we've got Hot Scramble Zaku Amazing. It's great. I feel like I haven't watched Zaku Amazing in a while, but I do think, like you're saying before, Exia is probably gonna be a really important clutch character for this team, for just for fun, but we'll see.
Yep. And I hope they have a great time, man. Fun is always important. So we're about to see right now how much fun Camphor is going to have right now. And they're trying to find a way to pick out who they're going to be locking on right now. And it seems like the Hot Scramble is their objective. And the Zaku Amazing is doing a great thing of supporting, as you said. It's going to be a huge support role. And he is holding his teammates down right now and just peeling slowly but surely, just keeping the space kind of like distance between them. But I really like the Camphor just getting in, trying to peel and get a lot of bursts, and it's blocking, and it's just slowly just making his way around this pollution right now.
Yeah, Team Just for Fun here. So far, we haven't really seen much as Hot Scramble and Zaku Amazing just doing a good job setting up the wall. We are seeing use of that down funnel. And both of them, I think, are getting close to burst here. There's the burst ready for Camphor. So here we go. Let's see. I think we're going to see a double pop here. Yep, there it is.
There we go. And this is where the match could change right now. if this right,
Oh,
and
no.
they wasn't able to capitalize. That is not good.
Yeah, turned his back on Zaku Amazing. Zaku Amazing able to just hit camper out, and there goes
And
Exia.
he got Exia. Oh, that's not good. And they're looking really healthy over there. Did they even get hit? Oh, they just did.
Yeah, this is not looking good here for Team Just for Fun. Team Alternate V doing what they need to do here, which is just force Team Just for Fun to make a play and get
that
hit.
is too much damage early on right now.
All right, second person for Exia. Gets knocked down again.
Got a knockdown.
Nice.
Oh, this is not good. Okay, what he's gonna do with this? Okay, they finally put in some more damage on the board, but I don't think this is enough right now because that just gave the hot scramble burst, and now the hot scramble is about to create a lot of havoc right now.
Yeah,
Got
this
the
is
knockdown.
pretty over here.
Yeah, I think this is pretty convincing.
Yeah.
But anything could go right now, right? Hot scramble definitely has low life.
Repair Exia, so it's they have Exia and repair at this point. They can kind of do whatever they want to.
This is really rough.
Game. Yeah,
that was really rough. That was very, very unfortunate. I felt like that whole game plan that they had. I felt like they couldn't make the decision fast enough. If you notice, they kind of they're trying to pick and choose like who to go for, and as they were picking and choosing, they were actually taking a lot of damage.
I mean, Kemper got picked off in burst. I feel like that's basically the end of the story here for that first half. Like, neutral was not working out, but, you know, even if the neutral doesn't work out, if you can make it up in burst, you can still win that match. But that first burst from Kemper just did nothing and got knocked down. And then his partner, who was in burst, basically got left in the dust and just, you know, could not achieve anything in burst. So we'll see if game 2, the burst can do something a little bit better here. But if the neutral's not working out, we're basically relying on this Camphor to create an opening with shooting burst. We will see what happens here, but we're going to take a look at this Zaku Amazing first here, piloted by Linden.
Okay. And already, Kepler is already taking a lot of damage right now, so early. And this is really, really good. He's going to sit there and play the support, and he's just going to try to pick and choose anytime they try to go in on the hot scramble. And it looks like that gameplay is not working.
Yeah, I mean, they're basically just taking turns knocking down one person, right? It's like they knocked down the Camphor, then they knocked down the Exia, they knocked down the Camphor. The Camphor and the Exia kind of playing pretty separately here, and unfortunately, the coordination's not quite there. Camphor trying to get a hit, does not quite get it. Camphor has burst, though. So here we go.
Damage.
So no damage, basically. Here we go. All right, let's see Camphor can make something happen. Yep, here we go. Oh, my God.
No, this is not good. Now the Exia is going to have to make a very, very big play, especially with the burst, if he has it right now. I'm sure
Exia does not have burst still, so Exia is still a bit far away from burst.
Okay.
Exia has burst now,
God.
but at what cost, right? This is the neutral
life,
here. The double low cost just not working out, unfortunately. I mean, I think a lot of this has been hinging on the potential for Exia to try and make a play. The Exia has just not made any plays. Here's the burst from Hot Scramble. Counter burst,
everybody
3 people on burst.
Huh? Yep. Everybody
they do down Camphor, and they knock down Exia. So big W here.
Yes.
It's really looking like it's going to be a 2-0 for Team Alternate V.
Yeah, and man, like I said, I really like the team like synergy that they have, and those Scarabs are going to be doing so much work, especially when they have to come back. They're going to be taking a lot of damage, and it's just going to be adding more salt to the wound right now.
We might see the side whip Oki again. Let's see.
Okay.
Trying to do something here.
Oh, he was trying to dance, but he didn't want to dance with him. Okay.
Okay, that's gonna close it out.
He tried.
Yeah, he tried.
Unfortunately, that strategy did not work.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of an attempt to flex there, I think. You know, from the Arios, but yeah,
that was actually pretty funny.
Did not work out, but you know, I respect the attempt. Suit swap would be something that I'd like to see here, honestly. I don't think this comp is working for Team Just for Fun, but it looks like they believe they're gonna go. I really want to see the Xenon here, honestly. Like, his name is Xenon Face, and he's not playing Xenon. I feel like that's
pretty disrespectful, right?
Yeah, you know. Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, I still think there is a good chance, as long as like WC Cow can just become Gundam and just run the train. I mean, that's all it needs. Like, this match could be one-sided completely other direction if this Exia player was just, you know, hard bonding in the 1v1, but it's not happening here. But you know, Definitely could be.
And both of them are losing their situations too. And then, as you said before, they were very separated. So I feel like that game plan is not working. I feel like they need to stick together and pick a target together and keep that always in mind. Always focus on those characters. Right now, he's taking a lot of damage.
Yeah,
and they are looking very
He's
healthy.
probably going to pop it. Let's see. He's going to try and get close and then pop it here. I think here. Yep.
Yep.
That's a green lock, though.
Okay. Didn't do a lot of damage, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay, they got the Zaku amazing
okay,
once.
That's pretty good. Good block. All right, this is what they need right here.
Yeah, Exia needs to run in now. Like, they need to take these knockdowns and get some damage from it. Unfortunately, though, that did not work out. Exia...
Nice evasion from Exia, though.
So I
very
think the
good
thing...
defense.
We haven't been able to watch too much of it, but I think Zaku Amazing is giving the Exit quite some issue here. It's just, or just the team in general. Like, it looks like they're having a lot of trouble dealing with Zaku Amazing. Just the flip for self-defense and just its ability to do pretty safe, suppressive fire. I think it's just giving them a lot of work. Here's this burst here, but this
I feel like
positioning...
this burst is a little too late. I think it was a little too late.
No, this is okay. If they get the knockdown, they need to run Oki here. This is really conservative. Yeah, a little bit conservative of a burst here from Exia. It does not work out. It goes down.
Oh, that was not good.
Yeah, this is looking like it's probably going to be a 3-0 for Alternative V. At this point, I don't really see much they can do outside of double killing Hot Scramble or something. And they're so far. They're just so far. So not impossible, but definitely they cannot really afford to take like any more hits. And every X amount of seconds, they're just going to get hit by these down funnels if they can't defend against them.
Yeah, and I feel like those down funnels are definitely adding a lot of work. I feel like it's almost like a 3v2 right now because those down funnels is a character itself.
Camphor, they need this play to happen here.
Oh, man, good evasion, but he's blocking. This is not a good situation. Blocking right now is definitely not good. Your teammate's down, and you can get double locked, and your camper, unfortunately, can't capitalize on any of these situations. And now here comes the burst.
Nice!
Oh,
yeah, could not get the full or could not kill, but there's repair mode Exia. This game's looking pretty over. Yep, that's it. 8B to close it out. Makes sense. Unfortunately, that at the end there, Camphor's burst again just did not work out. Hot Scramble just doing such a good job taking those knockdowns. So it was looking like a kind of bully the low cost suits kind of match.
Every time.
Yeah, the comp worked out pretty well. I think Zaku Amazing was just a difficult egg for Team Just for Fun to crack. The
Exia was actually. The Exia was having a hard time against the Zaku.
Yeah.
And I just feel like Hot Scramble just played his role really, really well, right? High Cost was able to use a lot of his utility to keep the low cost at bay, and they just did a lot of work. And the damage added on, and they were able to play the neutral really, really well without taking a lot of damage, and was able to fight them more than twice, but 3 times. And a lot of those Gyarabi shots was actually doing a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like, Alternative V is just a little more solid overall. But I would have liked to see Just for Fun take more ground, maybe. Just get a little closer first before trying to engage. I think maybe would have been the thing. Or Exia just needed, if Exia had found the hits. In any case, that's gonna be our upper bracket round 1, right?
Yep. And this was pretty convincing on a lot of sides. Unfortunately, we had a lot of disconnects on Neko side, but all the other matches were pretty competitive. But also, it was a pretty sweep at the same time. I felt like it was 2 sweep, and everything else was pretty close.
Yeah, definitely that. The double S tier Sneeds and Feeds as well as the Neko Mimi Soul were like really close matches. I wish we'd been able to see a little more from that second match, but. It looks like actually we're already seeing Neko Mimikon taking a 3-0 against Finland Busters in the lower bracket. So we are going to be potentially seeing more of them on stream if they can keep up winning. But man, yeah, what a bracket star of the day, right?
Right. That was actually pretty interesting. I really liked the uniqueness. There wasn't a lot of like same comp teams.
Mhm.
So that's also pretty good too. I mean, well, we've seen a lot of Kempler, right? But we
Yeah.
didn't. We seen a variety of suits. There's a lot of suits in this game, so it's pretty cool to see them like switch around. A lot of people step to their guns, which I really like too. I really like when people
Mhm.
just like, yo, we're
Mhm.
gonna try to work with this game plan. We're gonna try to stick to our guns, and we're gonna try to ride it out, whether it works or not.
I mean, I think Camphor is a really good tournament suit personally, but I also feel like the comps that have been running Camphor are I've not really allowed Camphor to shine. So that's a little unfortunate. But it is pretty interesting. We're seeing a good amount of Camphor. Uh,
Yeah.
but I feel like V2 also, we saw a couple of V2 teams. V2 seems to be pretty popular as well in kind of the tournament cycle. So interesting to see. Definitely both suits that can kind of get you those momentum you need to clutch out those wins for sure. But in any case, if you guys are interested in checking out some more competitive games, definitely be going to compete.playstation.com to find more info on all different kind of tournament series that are being run by PlayStation. Not only for Gundam, of course, but for fighting games as well, from Guilty Gear Strive to Tekken and Mortal Kombat. So it's just a great opportunity to get your feet wet in the competitive scene if you're new, or to test your skills out in a competitive environment. All from the convenience of your own home. So it's really awesome. We have things other than Evo as well. So there is the Open Series running a plethora of games for you guys to check out as well. But definitely be going to that compete.playstation.com for more info. And I think we're going to be jumping to a break first, and then we're going to come back here with our upper bracket, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
So
like I said, there's going to be a lot of matches coming through, so I'm looking forward to see. So make sure you guys sit tight and wait for the break, and we're about to be jumping into some more Gundam Maxi Boost action.
see you guys soon. And welcome back to the EVO side tournaments. We're here with the EU finals. We're at the round 2, the upper bracket side here for Gundam Extreme versus Maxi Boost On. I'm Brett, and I'm joined by my co-host Kizzy. And Kizzy, that was a pretty great first round of upper, right?
Yeah, man. I felt like there was a lot of back and forth, and then there was a lot of blowouts, man. Let me tell you, man, the upper bracket, they were not playing for fun. They were playing for keeps, and one of them wants to be grand finals. I'm curious to see who is more thirsty to be to the grand finals and take this side tournament today for EU.
Yeah, absolutely. Super excited that we're able to showcase such a variety of talent here on the European side. We have Turkish Gregs up first versus Solgor Teach Chinese, and then we got Sneeds, Feed and Seed bringing up the rear. And so it's going to be interesting set of matches. I think, first up here, Turkish Gregs versus Solgor Teach Chinese is going to be an interesting one because Solgor Teach Chinese was able to take it over their previous match mainly through the double DQ from the disconnects. So we have not really gotten to see much, and it was kind of a pretty unorthodox team here with this kind of front 2.5 red frame. So I'm going to be honest here. We'll see what the chat thinks about their prospects here. But Turkish Gregs definitely seem like one of the most solid teams from my perspective in this bracket, with just like a pretty orthodox Penelope front team. Misala definitely doing a really good job of just creating a lot of pollution on the screen. Just Penelope, Misala, I like the team conceptually, and so we're really gonna have to see how Team Solgor Teach Chinese actually handles that. If they can get the jump on Misala's self-defense, especially outside of the plane mode, is not amazing. So that would be my guess as to how they're gonna get that. But anything can happen.
Yeah, and I'm a really big fan of like people who have a very, very good mid-range game. And let me tell you, man, the Turkish Greg, their mid-screen game was looking very, 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 very dominant, and their defense was very, very dominant. And even though the other team was able to win off DQs, what we've seen one of their games where they actually made a slight adjustment that was pretty good, and hope that we're able to see a little bit more of that when they fight against the Turkish Greg. I actually want to see that slight adaptation. I believe that it can work, but like I said, man, that defense is just so strong. It's too strong, and their mid-range is just so good.
We are seeing that Toggy's 3 you're talking about. So you were saying you wanted to see a Toggy's 3, and looks like we might be getting it here. We got Vincent Kyoya on the V2. Go ahead and just popping mode, goes for the trident just immediately. It doesn't really work out, but I think it makes sense here to just pop mode as soon as possible and just create an opening for Sol Neko. Because that red frame needs to get in. Red frame probably going for Oki here. Hard to see it, but unable to find anything.
And right now, like I said, the V2 wasn't able to do as much in that mode, and he got out of the mode super early. So now he's going to have to kind of wait it out, and hopefully the red frame not take a lot of damage, because they're going to be locking him, and he's not going to have an easy time of getting in. But he was able to get in that situation, but the other team capitalized from that, and now they are playing and sitting healthy right now. And the red frame is bleeding right now.
It's very even here. Yeah, red frame at 121. Pop fighting burst. See if Red Frame can get the hit. He does!
Oh, he got it. Okay, this is really good now, right?
So they're leading now. Okay. So Red Frame goes down as well. So we're again like a pretty even situation. Okay, pops. I didn't actually get to see. I think that's S.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah, it's S. All right.
Okay. So this mid-range is looking really good. They got him in the corner. Both of them are knocked down. This is not good right now, because now you can just see that this mid-range game that they love to play.
Here comes Red Frame in fighting burst.
Oh, Red Frame want a hug right now. Got a knockdown. Is he going to set up the setup? Oh, no, unfortunately. Did a lot of damage.
Yeah, Penelope sitting pretty. It looks like they're probably going to give their partner yet another life. So it's been a front Toggy's 3, and honestly, I haven't really seen much from this Toggy's 3 yet. And they're given a lot of opportunities for Sol Neko to just cause a lot of terror here.
Yeah, and like right, I wanted to see a lot of Toggies, but right now all I've been seeing from the Toggies is we like to take damage, and I know that is not probably a good for this party comp, especially when they be controlling the mid range really, really well. But that was a very, very good fastball shot, and was able to get the punish through the handle. That was actually very impressive.
Yeah, this is a little bit of an awkward situation. Here's the S burst from Penelope trying to make a play here, but immediately counter shooting burst.
Ooh.
They were able to knock down, so that's pretty good again here against V2. V2 hasn't popped mode yet, though. Oh!
Good blocks, but instead of unblockable, it's over, man. You gonna style on him? Oh,
yeah, this is not good. This is definitely not good. Tries for the pressure. Oki does not quite get it. Partner does get the
got punished for it.
We might see a burst here, like almost. Oh my
god!
That's
not good. That's not good right now. This is actually pretty even because now one has burst. I wonder if the V2 has burst as well.
A V2 does not have burst. So here's the S burst. They got to close out the game right here. They do.
Oh no. That went bad real fast.
Too much damage. I mean, Team Solgor Teach Chinese, I think they had some really good clutch hits, but they kind of burned out. They kind of petered out there at the end. And V2 took, I think, a little bit too much damage there. I honestly, it was not close at the end. There were, I think, it was very close in the midpoint, but I think they just scored a little bit too much damage on Team Solgor. Like Team Solgor was not able to get enough. I think they got the knockdown on V2, and that burst from V2 did not work out. So that's unfortunate. I think that the burst, if it had worked out, could have brought this game to very, very close. But unfortunately, it looks like it just got like one shot down or something. I missed how V2 got taken out there. But you know, because honestly, like I feel like Penelope actually was not putting in that much work. I felt like it was actually a fairly low threat level from this Penelope Toggy's 3 team in general, but you know, I think the enemy team just offered too many opportunities, so we'll see.
Right.
It's the same team too, obviously. Same comp from both players, so we'll see. We'll see how this goes if there's some adjustments. Honestly, despite the fact that they took this game, I felt like the game plan overall was pretty okay for Sol Neko and Vincent.
Yeah, and I feel like you said, I feel like he didn't do as much, but it still was an overall competitive match overall. So I really like that they stuck to their gun. So I feel like they can make slight adjustments to like change the tide of the game, and then we're going to see how the other team is going to adapt.
Yeah.
Okay. Toggy's out here putting in work. Wasn't able to get the combo off that, and it's an overheat. Got nice punish. Actually taking that damage pretty okay rather than getting stunned. So that was actually really good. Red frame is in the corner. Getting peeled down. Yeah, that was good confirm. So now they have a lot of positioning really well, and that could change very, very fast. Let's see what he does with this burst.
Nice.
Okay, here we go. He doesn't have a lot of life, so he's going to have to go in, and he's going to have to make sure he don't get touched and take advantage of all of his bursts that he has. And he did, and that was really, really good. He did a good amount of damage. Red Frame was able to get the kill off, so now that's pretty good for the team Neko. So let's see.
Yeah, it's a very close match. Again, both players with their 2.5s going down. I think Sol Neko. Oh no, the burst wise is pretty similar. So it's basically a dead even game right now, with Sol Neko getting lit up a little bit. But you know, that's not that bad if they can build burst and they make a play. Right, here we go.
Right, here we go. Oh, he missed. Oh, good blocks.
Oh, perfectly in burst.
Oh, that's okay damage. You can take that.
I think he's gonna get close and pop it right now.
Here we go.
Here jumps over it. Pressure lands it. So nice. Goes for it. Oh!
That was very clutch for the Penelope right there, man. I wasn't able to capitalize on a lot. This was actually really, really bad. They went all in on that burst and did not
somehow V2 took a lot of damage too while we were watching this action on the red frame. That's the bigger problem here. They need to choose what they're gonna do. Oh my god, it did not look like a punish.
From downtown.
I think he misses input there. Okay, the shooting burst has to work, basically. Oh, that's it.
Oh, no, man. I feel like they went all in on that first burst interaction, and the red frame wasn't able to get the capitalization and was able to hit the V2, the Penelope, and the Penelope actually punished it, and it slowed the game down. I feel like everything fell downhill right after that, very fast.
Yeah, that swap to Penelope was not so good, and then he ate like the full damage from that Garo through the armor, and then I think the main thing is V2 died. We're seeing this Penelope able to actually give their partner an extra life. Like that Penelope generally looks like it's operating just on one life, and we are seeing the swap here to Kushi, who we saw a lot of in some recent North American tournaments recently, perhaps due to the influence of the movie coming out. But I do think Kushi is also like a really nice tournament suit. But this is going to be Penelope versus Kushi, so we'll see how this plays out here. But I think rather than some, kind of less of just like the tempo-oriented V2, more consistent pressure here from X1 might give Sol Neko a little bit more breathing room. We'll see how it actually plays out.
Yeah. Okay. Now he's controlling the mid-range pretty well now, and trying to start off and get the opportunities going for the red frame, and it looks like he's doing a pretty solid job. But the red frame just got to really position himself where he doesn't take a lot of damage. Like right there, he was doing those good trades, and I think those good trades are actually pretty well for red frame, because that just allows his teammate to kind of dish out damage on the support.
Yeah, we're seeing Kushi pretty far from the action, but does get this nice block on Togi's 3, gets unblockable here. Oh. And wow, Togi's 3 getting some huge damage. Huge play here from Togi's 3.
Oh, and he ran into that and died to the explosion.
We might see a burst here. There's a burst.
Very bad.
Does find a hit. Just gunning down this Penelope.
Oh,
here comes Sol Neko, gets a hit.
Oh, no.
This is big, If they can get some damage here on Togi's 3. Oh, the Garo does not work out.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
That was good. That's actually really good, actually.
Yeah, that was a huge Garaby here. Sol Neko probably going to take another life here, and we'll see if this can work out.
Yep. Okay, good. Oh, he's going to have to get out of here. Oh, he's going to have to get out of here. Oh, this is bad.
He's so toast. He's toast. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know how he was going to escape that. I felt like the idea was so good, but then it just went downhill so fast because the red frame wasn't able to just take those opportunities to get in and then capitalize on it. Their defense is just so good.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like there were just some execution errors from the Kushi player. Took a bunch of hits that they didn't need to take. And the positioning at the end, that's one of the things in Gundam, if you know your partner's going to die, you got to make sure that you're in a safe spot when he dies. Otherwise, you're going to just get 2v1'd. And think he also did not respect the shooting burst from Togi's 3. And honestly, Togi's 3 shooting burst is very scary. Due to the super vernier, you can push up right into the grill like really fast. It's honestly, momentum-wise, very scary. So Good stuff to Team Turkish Gregs. Looking really solid so far in the in upper bracket round 2.
Yeah, and I was pretty excited to see a lot of Togi's 3, and Togi's 3 was showing a lot. Wasn't really good in the beginning. He was kind of shaking up a little bit, but he made the adjustments and he was able to do a lot. And you could tell by just a lot of interactions from the red frame versus the Togi's 3. So I really like the change too for the Z, but like you said, a lot of execution errors didn't help the cause of that comp. And maybe probably switching out the red frame probably would have been a good option too. But I guess he was really, really confident. He felt like he could have did a lot of damage with that. But they just played defense and he capitalized on the defense and countered them pretty well.
Yeah, honestly, I think that the red frame worked out decently. I think Sol Neko got some good damage. I think the pressure Oki didn't. I don't think it worked out very well. I think maybe only one out of maybe saw 5 or 6 pressure Oki attempts, and I rarely saw that really working out. But as far as like pushing in with fighting burst, I think that was successful. But the shooting burst from Unagi, or sorry, not from Unagi, sorry, the Kushi player, that unfortunately, I felt like that was not really working out so well.
Yeah.
So from Vincent, sorry, from Vincent Koya. I felt like that. We're gonna, well, in any case, they're going to be in lower brackets, so we're going to have our second match here in the upper bracket finals. And yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. It's Sneeds and Sneeds Feed and Seed. That's gonna be the challenge of the day for me. Versus Alternative V. Kizzy, what are your thoughts on this?
So we see these teams play. I feel like Feed and Seed is definitely going to be a very strong and scary team. We've seen a lot of them previous games before the break, and like I said, I think this matchup is also it's going to be either super close or it's going to be super like fast. You know, a lot of comps are just like very fast or very defensive. It's crazy because if you look at these teams, it's not like a balance, but it's like an all in or all defense. You know, it's not like a one in and then one out. The only time we've seen that was one time, but then they switched it up, right? So it's pretty interesting to kind of see like these type of variants of play styles that they like to play. Especially I haven't seen any of them play before, so I really like what they're trying to bring to the table and like what kind of game plan they could do, especially in tournament. You know, tournament is very dynamic. We don't know what's going to happen. You know, anything can happen, right? So a team could be really good, but then against a certain player, a certain type of team, they might not be the best, you know? So we never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. It did look like the chat was favoring Team Sneeds, Feed, and Seed up 58% in the poll. So it looks like they really think this X1 probably was really garnering the interest here, because we definitely saw this X1 putting in quite a lot of work in the previous matches. So we'll see if this X1 can put in can cause some damage here against Zaku Amazing. Zaku Amazing, though, physical ammo on the main as well as that barrel roll and missiles. A lot of stuff for X1 to try and get through. So I foresee X1 might have some trouble here in this team comp. So it might be up to X2. It might be up to X2 to try and make a big play here. We're already seeing X1's getting completely toasted here. Not good. Cloak damage.
That's not even, and that's not good, because that cloak damage is basically more HP, and you got to utilize some stuff like that.
Yeah, V2 had actually popped mode too, so.
Good defense, but will still get hit by the Garaby. Now he has no cloak, and he got punished. That's not good, man. That X1 is taking a lot of damage early on right now, and this team is looking really healthy. They're taking minimum damage, which is really good. These types of situations, like even though you see the teammates, the team is getting hit, they're not getting hit by a lot of damage. So the damage output and damage war is heavily in the Zaku's and the Hot Scramble's favor right now. And he was able to get the kill off while they were in burst, I want to say, right?
Yeah, this is
Ooh, that's huge. Consistent damage, consistent hits, and the best part about it, they're rotating together. Every time one hits, one comes out, the other one is going to the other team, rotate out. The Zaku Amazing is playing amazing support right now.
Yeah, Zaku Amazing
every time
putting in quite a lot of work right now, and Hot Scramble hasn't even died once yet. So here's this burst from X1. It doesn't look like it's working out here. Yeah, F burst from Hot Scramble at 293, looking so nice here. It's gonna close it out with the side fences.
Very convincing. I really like the rotation for that team. If you really see what the Zaku Amazing was doing, the Zaku Amazing was like, okay, we got the knockdown over here. Okay, I'm gonna go and help my teammate now. I'm gonna get the knockdown over there. Okay, the other person should be getting up by now. So now I'm gonna hard focus over there, and then I'm gonna target him. And then we're gonna get that knockdown over there, and we're gonna keep rotating, and we're gonna make sure we don't get put in the corner, because we know if we get put in the corner, the damage output is gonna be so bad, and we're not gonna be able to capitalize from this right now. So that was very great defensive situational awareness. That was really good.
I think V2 here needs to just have more presence overall. And this has been a thing, I think, in a lot of the V2 matches today, is outside of mode, we're seeing just very little presence level, really allowing the enemy team to kind of do whatever they want and not really taking space either. So it's just been really easy for the opponent's team versus V2 so far today to just kind of play in their comfort zone here. And I would like to actually see V2 fronting rather than kind of give their 2.5 the first life.
Whoa, that's Zaku Amazing. That matchup versus X1 versus Zaku Amazing, that does not look good. Let me tell you right now, man. He is missing down, and he still got the cloak. I think he should avoid him at all costs.
I mean, basically, this X1 is, he's running up in front and getting double locked, because a V2, especially out of mode right now, is just kind of really back off, getting picked off by side funnel here. We might see a play here. Nice melee.
Ooh,
Confirms.
that's confirmed. Okay, that's cute. I'll pay for $1.
Yeah, splitting up the team is good here. Gets the knockdown. This X1.
Oh, he
needs
tried to get that landing punish. Respect that option. But now the hot scramble did got a lot of damage on him. So this is actually pretty healthy for this team. But now he popped burst, and what he's going to do from it? They're going to have to capitalize from the situation.
V2 is
right
very
now.
low though. If they're planning on giving X1 the first life, then yeah, they are. This is a 1v2 in shooting
this
burst,
is
and
pretty good right now, right?
they got a
pretty good
hit.
situation.
They got 2 hits. If they can get like a fork Oki here, that's pretty big. They just need to land this.
Oh, he got out.
Fork Oki.
I didn't like that. I felt like they could have just kept double lock, but I like the idea. But I felt like getting that damage on the Zaku Major would have been really huge in the long term.
Yeah, a little bit greedy of the blind swap here to the fork, but in any case, you know, mainly is the V2 can stay alive. It looks like it can be okay, but it still seems kind of close health-wise right now. Burst-wise, though, they're in a bit of trouble here, as Hot Scramble is going to build his burst.
Yep. Honestly, I feel like if he could get into that mode, he could probably change the tide really fast. But right now, X1
and burst.
is putting his shirt back on.
The nuke Oki might be good.
Oh, mini nuke. Oh, no.
He's going for the chase, though. This could still be good for X1 here, but there's the burst from Hot Scramble, and...
Oh, this is not good now. He went for the wrong person, I felt like. He felt like he should have tried to protect his teammate. Oh, that was able to work out, but I don't know if they can have a lot of damage to come back and fight the Zaku Amazing
probably here, unless they can get some...
Oh, unfortunate. Yeah, like we were saying, like I feel like a lot of the swaps that like kind of like in those crucial match to change the tie, I feel like they just chose the different type of outcome that just didn't work out. It didn't seem like it was a huge investment long term. I feel like it was something that if it did work at the moment, it would be really huge. But I feel like they could have just went and kind of like utilized like, okay, this situation is really bad. Let's just capitalize it really, really heavy and you know, try to work on with that.
I mean, if the target swap Trident had worked out for V2, I think it could have been their game. But you know, kind of. It was a blind swap, so I think they were just hoping that Hot Scramble was like forward boosting straight into V2 or something. Didn't really work out. At the same time, though, I mean, Zaku Amazing had kind of jumped up top. It looked like maybe they weren't going to be able to get that Oki, so I don't think it was the worst decision. And we did see a little bit more of an aggressive play from V2 here. The problem is the exchange for that was that V2 took way too much damage.
I see.
V2 was at 200 HP when X1 died. It's just a little bit too aggressive. I mean, the trade-off is they were definitely able to get more done for sure, but
right. And right now, I'm really like he's in the mode change, but right now, getting knocked down in the mode change is really not cost efficient, especially in the mid range. But that actually capitalized. Nice. Oh, that changed the tire really fast.
I think he made up for it with that Trident. I agree. I don't think getting knocked down was so good, but you know, this could be good here if X1 can. Nice. Yep.
Ooh, this is really good. I think this is the type of ideal situation that they want, especially early games.
Oh, F burst.
Okay. If he can live through this, let's see. If he can minimize damage, he can live through this. Oh,
he gets a sub, but probably not.
This is kind of even. It's kind of even now, you know. That was a very even out situation.
Yeah, I mean, I actually think Team Alternative V is in a bit of trouble here, as their Zaku Amazing is pretty low.
Yes, and I really like that the X1 is now evoking the Zaku Amazing because now he's utilizing the cloak more, and that's what you kind of want to do with the suit, right?
Yeah, no, so the big difference is this V2 is actually playing front now. V2 dying first is X1 at 300. Like, I think this is just going to work out a little bit better, and so far it definitely is, but we'll see how this X1 adjusts, because we haven't really seen this X1 have to kind of play back here, but so far it's working out pretty well. Uh-oh.
The burst is in play right now. Okay. Knocked away.
Oh, X1 is about to get their cloak. If they can live, the cloak is up, puts it on. So getting some value here. But we'll see if X1 can defend against this funnel. Zaku Amazing does go down.
I really like the Hot Scramble is playing very defensive, knowing that the X1 has to get in, and he was just playing around.
This thing is that the V2, like, slower this match goes, the better V2's playing, right? So
yeah, because you get that mode change, right? And ooh, hit everybody on the field.
He's going for the Gyaro. Doesn't get it.
Oh, he's gonna get that landing punch right here.
He wants.
I think he might get the landing punch. Oh, good burst. That was a very good burst.
This is like the fences, and here comes Zaku Amazing.
Oh my god!
Oh, wow.
That setup was so crazy. It was so hard to get out of that because he was in the corner, so he couldn't really move around. And the Zaku Mate just got above him and was able to just shoot a lot of pollution in the ground, and then he just happened to just get hit one of it. That was crazy.
You know, I mean, that's just a really good situation to be doing the down funnels for Hot Scramble. Force X1 to retreat. X1 just, you know, just took a little bit too much damage there in the second half of the fight. I think I would have liked to see a little bit more wait and see so that V2 could get something going. Because I actually think the situation was not bad in the halfway point for V2 X1 team, actually. And he did a good job living until he got his cloak on his first life too for X1. So I don't think that was actually that bad.
Yeah, and like what we was talking about, I feel like this team, the matchups for each players and each team, I feel like it was going to be either all in or all out, right? So they kind of went all out, but it didn't capitalize. But then when they went in and they took the best and they took the decision of just like, hey, we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to lock this team up. We're going to go and we're going to rotate and let me focus on these characters. They did pretty good. But then they made that adaptation. Right, they made the adaptation, and unfortunately, they was not able to secure the deal. It was close. It was really, really close, but wasn't enough, man.
Yeah, that was so much damage that Hot Scramble got in that exchange. I think if they had gotten a little bit faster of a cut, but kind of hard to cut there, and I despite the fact that it was a 3-0, I think a lot of these matches were close. I think that adjustment was right from Team Sneed's Feed and Seed towards the end. They just, took a little bit too long, I think, for that adjustment. So not enough matches.
Yeah. And I like this situation right here. That situation was so perfect. He was able to harass the X1 while staying above him, and he was in the corner, man. That is literally all that you could wish for. That was like peak game over checkmate,
Yeah, definitely a very tough situation, especially for like 1 HP X1 here. Not very many ways to defend themselves in that double lock situation. So good stuff from Turkish Greg's taking it. Oh, sorry, from Sneed's Feed and Seed. They're going to be fighting. Alternative V is going to be fighting against Turkish Greg's in the winner side. So we're going to be obviously looking at that after the break. But
I'm looking forward to seeing that match. Yeah, I was about to say they kind of play the same style a little bit, right? Like the team
it's going to be Penelope and either Masala or Penelope Toggies 3 versus Hot Scramble and Zaku Amazing, probably. So I think that's a pretty orthodox kind of match. I'm really interested in seeing what it's going to look like. But, I think it could play either way. What do you think, Izzy?
I think it's going to play out either way because I feel like they're on their separate side of the bracket, sweeping the whole floor right now.
Yeah.
Now I know that they're going to be meeting, so they're not going to be able to sweep each other. So I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot of unique interactions, and I'm hoping that we see a unique comps because I'm pretty sure they definitely have different comps that they're going to try to hold off on each other to see if they could counter each other really, really well. I hope, but
oh no, I was just gonna say if you guys are tuned in here and you want to see more unique comps that you wish that we had some more suit variety, well, the game has 180 plus suits in the game, but definitely the best way to do that is to check out compete.playstation.com to see if you can get into some of these events and showcase some of the suits you want to see represented. And obviously, the best place to find out more info is on that link, so check it out. Register for upcoming events, take a look at what else we got on board, and if you also play fighting games, obviously be checking that stuff out too, because we got a lot of that going on too. But yeah, so I think we're gonna take a quick break here, and then we're gonna jump into the top 4. So one more break for you guys, and then we're gonna be looking at the rest of these finals for the EU side. So go ahead and get a snack, take a break, and come back because we're gonna finish this up in style.
Yes.
All right, guys, hope you had a great break. And if you're tuning in for the first time, welcome to the EU Finals. We are at our top 4 for Gundam Extreme versus Maxi Boost On. I'm Brett, and I'm joined by Kizzy. And Kizzy, are you ready to finish off EU today? Because got some good matches coming up, I think.
Yes, I am super excited, and like I said, man, I feel like most of these team comps were one-sided, man. It was like either it was one chance or no chances, man. You could look at right now on the scoreboard. It's 3-0, 3-1, 3-1, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-1.
Yeah,
so right now. Yeah, a lot of sweeps, man. Like Mr. Clean is definitely pretty busy today. So I'm actually looking forward to see Turkish Greg and versus Alternative V. I think that's going to be the most exciting matchup right now.
Yeah, I think that I'm not too surprised to see that this is the the winners finals match. Looking at the 8 teams, yeah, not too surprising to see these teams flowing up to the top. Turkish Gregs in particular had a really strong impression in that first game in the winner's side with that Masala, but we are seeing them on that Toggies 3. And Alternative V being really consistent with Hot Scramble today as well, has been putting a lot of work. So looking forward to the match, basically. Chat, let us know who you think's going to take this. I think this one could go either way, honestly.
Yes.
Hot Scramble front versus Penelope front is going to be an interesting one. And
who wins that?
What's up?
Who wins that, like in the front?
So Penelope does a pretty good job of staying safe and like creating a wall. I think that Hot Scramble does a better job of having like being able to push in with momentum. So I feel like in a neutral, it's pretty okay either way. It can be annoying for Penelope to deal with the side fence if they're sniping the landing, because Penelope doesn't have a fast fall in this matchup. So if Hot Scramble wants to like dive in, I think it's a little harder for Penelope to do so safely. But it is a suit that can be played kind of defensively. We are seeing a Karen swap here as well.
I'm looking forward to seing this Sheridan, man. This is actually a unique,
pretty defensive
interesting
team
player.
Yeah.
So I feel like the Zaku Amazing is going to have a hard time, huh?
We'll see how it plays out. I think Hot Scramble is going to have to be aggressive. If they play too defensively, I don't really think it's going to work out very well. So we'll see whether that works or not, basically. We're seeing the down fences just giving chase on. Oh, wow. That just is so fast.
Wow.
Takes Penelope. So the other thing about Penelope here, right, is Penelope has this thing where when Penelope takes too much damage, it goes out of the mode into a different mode. Oh, nice. Actually tags with the Garo. And so the interaction we're seeing it out of mode. So self-defense on this suit is pretty good if played right, but can also be really tricky. But in this mode, I don't know how well Penelope can actually help Keradim. So if they decide to kind of go in on on Keradim, that might be a big of an issue. Looks like they're just backing off, though, playing neutral. So this is going to give Penelope some time to get back.
Oh, that was needed. That was a good hit. Good straight hit.
Yep, goes back into Penelope mode here. And this is not bad. Shooting burst come out very, very soon for Penelope. Even one block will probably get.
Nice sniper
build
shot.
up the damage. Yeah.
Yeah, Cherenham's doing a lot of work, and he's untouched too. Now they're thinking like, yeah, we definitely got to rush down.
We might see a burst here from Penelope if it gets away. Nope, does not get away here. Some big ABs
he's dead.
and dead. Yeah,
that was huge because now the Cherenham's in a bad spot. Oh, never mind. He had his fences on him.
Just trying to get out here. Penelope, was able to cover Keradim, so that worked out pretty well here. This burst. I think Penelope would have liked to burst before getting kicked in the face 4 times, but I think this will still work out pretty well because they're building up this damage. Hot Scramble little bit here.
Nice. That was a slight soft knockdown, but this is also
Hot Scramble. Like Hot Scramble burst wise is not doing so well at 463 and 0 burst. So we might see Zaku Amazing might pop burst here, I think, but this is looking pretty good so far from Team Turkish Gregs, this Keradim swap.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to see if they was going to switch up the team against this team, and they definitely did. Well, that was a very good combo, and he confirmed that too. He was very confident off of that burst hit, so I really liked that. That was pretty good.
Yeah, so much damage being built up by this Keradim. Like, they need to do something about it, otherwise they're just going to be in problems here, because Yeah. Okay, here comes the Zaku Amazing in burst.
He's
Just
shut that
immediately gets denied.
down.
Yeah, immediately gets denied.
That's
here.
not good. That's a lot of time being wasted right now.
Oh, this might be here. Zaku Amazing.
Good.
Oh, the snipe. Oh, boots him.
Oh,
okay, hold on.
he popped burst.
We have a game.
So
we have a game here.
He could have used his E-burst to get out. This is even.
He's just going in. That's it. The plane, one more life here, but like this plane is really easy to kill. So we'll see. We'll see. But Hot Scramble has a chance to close down here. If Hot Scramble can find a hit on Karadim, it could be it. So it's still anyone's game. Like.
Yep.
There's the missiles. Yeah.
Oh man, that was intense. I felt like the Cherubim team was playing so well, and then like I said, man, it changed the tide so fast. But I really like the Penelope Cherubim comp. I really like in the he's picking his shots. He's playing very, very defensive, like you said, and he's just letting the Cherubim just try to take his time to just get those punishes off. And they add on. They may not do a lot of damage, like right off the back, but when you let a character like that alive for a very long time, you just think about, man, how much damage they just did, and the capitalization is just so high.
Especially considering we're seeing a F Zaku Amazing here. I think we're gonna probably see Zaku Amazing aggress even harder on Karadim. I think that's probably the response here, because I think Hot Scramble did okay against Penelope, but the problem is the Karadim's just racking up too much damage uncontested. So we'll see. It's either that or they might just double lock this Karadim straight up. But they need a plan against this Karadim. They're getting locked in the corner right now. Right? So,
oh my god, yeah. Karadim is out here putting the brakes on everybody right now. Nobody.
They are definitely kind of stuck in this corner right now though. But Zaku Amazing kind of far away, pushing in right now.
Right.
These are the funnels. Karadim able to get out.
Yeah, good movement.
Yeah, they are definitely
utilizing his tools. Got another knockdown. They can kind of get out of the corner in a bad situation right here.
Yeah, okay.
Wasn't able to capitalize it right there though.
Yeah, tagged once, but Zaku Amazing not taking too much damage. Going for it, gets the boot on Karadim. This is pretty good. Penelope in the back, unable to really help that much, but does get one tag on Hot Scramble.
And I really like that now that Penelope is like, I feel like he's capitalizing on them trying to rush down the Cherubim, and he's not taking as much damage as he was last game. And he just hit him with nice straight hits, and they're not, like I said, not a lot of damage, but the knockdown is so important because you get to just make adjustments and kind of like bounce around. But that burst change interaction right now is really bad. Good E-burst to get out of the situation. This is not good. This is a lot of damage.
Yeah, Hot Scramble was able to avoid dying in the burst, but I think that was a really strong E-burst from Karadim. So Karadim right now just putting in quite a lot of work here. Yeah.
Wow. They are fighting right now.
Amazing. Yep.
They
not
are
enough
fighting.
To kill. Yeah, they're slugging it out. I think a slugfest is probably what Alternative V wants here. Just kind of disrupt and create some chaos so it's not easy for the enemy team to disengage. But we'll find out here, racking up a lot of damage.
And I feel like the Turkish guys are putting it all in on their defense too. So like, once you break it,
they're just going straight for this for Penelope here, who's died in overcost. So they were successful in getting the overcost, and we'll see what happens here. But I think this is a pretty bad space for Team Turkish Graves now. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, nice confirm. Yeah. That was pretty good. And unfortunately, like, once you have your sniper suit and having to kind of play the front, it's kind of like checkmate right there, right? Because they don't have a lot of options to kind of like, establish offense and kind of like change the tempo, because their design is to kind of go all in on defense and kind of go for punishment. So when you make a character like that have to be up front when they can't like have the tool, they don't have the tools to make those type of risks. It's kind of like checkmate, right? It's like you're relying so much on your partner.
We might see a suit swap here. I think the character was working okay, but at the same time, I mean, they did get the OC. They were getting pressure in the corner. The Zaku Amazing, I think, was doing what they needed to do. But it's just kind of, I think anything can go still. It seems pretty even between these two teams. So,
yeah, I'm actually liking that they're just keeping it. I felt like this was a very competitive match. I felt like there was a kind of slight errors, slight errors that they made, but it's easy to adjust, right? It's not a type of matchup where you feel like, oh man, I was very bad, let me just change it up. I feel like it was just like, oh, we made a couple of errors, but now let's try to capitalize on our errors and let's make it into a positive and push forward, Yeah,
Karadim in a bit of trouble getting focused here by Hot Scramble, out of position. Yeah, they're definitely just going straight on this Karadim. That is one of the easiest ways to win this match. If you just overcost the
Yeah,
really
I
tough.
guess they learned their lesson. They were like, you know, maybe the Penelope wasn't the best move first game. Let's just go after the sniper. Oh, nice confirm.
Yep,
was able
Penelope.
to slow the damage down against the Cherudum.
Yeah,
But
Penelope
they are
just
still rushing them
trying.
down right
I mean,
now.
this is basically like a circle. Like Penelope is looking at Hot Scramble, and Hot Scramble's looking at Cherudum, and the Zaku Amazing basically is just trying its best to get anybody to look at it.
Yeah, and like I said, man, that sniper dying so early, and that's not good already for the Penelope. The Penelope is not going to really, he can't afford to really take a lot of damage right now, because if he dies and get overclocked, he's going to be a very, 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 very vulnerable target.
Yeah, it's an inconvenient time for Penelope to be out of mode as well. So
Yes.
looks like they were able to build it back, get into mode, but at this point, Hot Scramble here with the F burst, looking to just hit. Yep, here he goes.
Here we go. This is party time.
Very nice.
Oh, and that's a lot of party damage right there.
Oh,
Penelope declined the invite though, and now he's going to use the counter burst. And what he's going to do with this situation right here, let's see.
yeah, Penelope.
Oh, he
wow.
took the damage and got the knockdown. That's not good. That's not a good. And then both of them are bleeding right now. They are not healthy with their health bars right now.
So this is a pretty good game for Alternative V right now, but the Zaku Amazing does have to be careful. 245. If the Zaku Amazing gets taken down here too quickly, this could still be trouble. So I wouldn't be surprised if they focus on the Zaku Amazing here. That's damage. Yeah, gotta be careful here. Does have F burst though. So, and also if they kill Penelope here, it's like game over. So
yeah.
oh,
So they're gonna have to really, really be careful. But look at you, he got hit from downtown. LA, Los Angeles right there. Man, Jesus.
yeah, this is
I'm surprised
recoverable
that
now.
worked out.
Oh,
You need those, right?
yeah. Oh my God!
Wow! Oh my God! What is happening over there? They're out there
Scramble.
fighting.
Okay, he does find the Cherudum hit, but
goodness, man, just changed by so fast.
yeah,
Man, what is
the
happening?
burst from Zaku Amazing working out so well here. Now Team Turkish Greeks, Gregs is in trouble. Yeah, the E burst from Cherudum, but you know, Zaku Amazing chasing, just going for the
He got a
chase.
hit? Oh, that was good. Double
Yeah.
lock, man. That was pretty convincing, man. Like Zaku, we're gonna call Zaku burst amazing, because that was an amazing burst, and he did some amazing damage in that situation. And man, they capitalized that so fast. Just can't believe that hit went all the way from Texas and hit critically. It was crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean they got enough damage on Cherudum there. Yeah, just taking out Cherudum early, getting the OC on their front player. It's a pretty big, even with some flubs in the mid game. I think just that opening, doing tons of damage and taking out Cherudum early without Penelope being able to do anything about it was definitely an issue. There's the suit swap. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I think they were.
I'm not too surprised to see this sort of events.
Yeah, I think they both looked at each other and nodded, and it was like, yeah, this is not working out.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so Tallgeese 3, definitely, less able to kind of play the campy game, but definitely we've seen Tallgeese 3 putting in a lot of work in previous matches, just explosive damage with Esper. So we'll see if that works out here. He's playing pretty up close here, tries to go for the melee, but the side fence says absolutely not.
All right, now we got Hot Scramble out here, about to set up the Hot Oki, but didn't do anything. Actually pulled back right there. I was surprised. I guess his teammate was covering him, and they probably kind of like trying to play it very, very slow, and since they kind of have the advantage here. Ooh, nice damage right there.
Yeah, a lot of damage on Tallgeese 3 right now, so probably taking front here. Not what I think Tallgeese 3 wants to see, but this could be okay.
You can't be taking damage like that so early. Oh, but he capitalized and got back from that.
Yeah.
Now they're going to push the tide. Just like
3,
that, man. Oh, whiffing like that. Oh,
Tallgeese 3
you asking to get hit.
barely did not have burst in the situation. Not a good spot at all.
Yeah, right now this is looking very unhealthy for this team.
Forced to use this burst at 7 HP, dies in burst, and honestly, that burst situation is very tough.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't get the unblockable combo? Okay, they did. Okay, that was a really good capitalization right there. He had him in block stun, and then the dude hit him from behind and was set up the unblockable, and that was really good.
Hot
But
Scramble
he got
getting
those
some
fences.
damage.
Oh,
Nice.
and he got the knockdown too, so he was able to get a lot of damage. I actually think this damage output paid off, so he's okay to get hit by that, because as long as he got all the damage focus and his teammate is staying healthy, I actually think this is actually good for Hot Scramble.
Yeah, I mean, Hot Scramble's going to come back
Bro,
with
he was
a
dancing
really
on
good
him.
burst spot.
Yeah, he is dancing on him right now, bro.
All right, shooting burst here again for Toggies. Does take down hot
good.
scramble.
Hopefully he can escape this bad situation. Oh, good block. You minimize damage. Got a setup on unblockable. Honestly, this damage isn't... Oh, actually, that damage was really bad, but he got the punish when he came back to life. Now what's going to happen here? He's going to have the defense burst to try to escape. Zaku Amazing escaping. They're trying to double lock, and they're trying to just peel right now.
Yeah, this is not so good for Turkish Gregs here, but... Yeah.
He told him, sit still, let me shoot you in the guts right now with my pistol. Pistol Pete showing up, Zaku Amazing. That was very, very good, man. His teammate wasn't there to save him.
Yep, that's going to be the 3-1 to take it for Team Alternative V. And man, yeah, I was loving the Keradim early on, but I think the adaptation was fast enough, and the suit swap, unfortunately, didn't really work out. I think Toggies 3 just, was forced to play friend in that situation, and the burst was the big problem. Getting hit in that first life and forced to burst at 7 HP, then getting knocked down, losing all that meter was really quite punishing. That was really punishing. So good stuff from Hot Scramble. Hot Scramble really putting in the work, I think.
Yeah, I actually want to say too that I really like how we were talking about how the Penelope was taking all the damage. That's kind of like how they wanted to do. And you also mentioned, you said, like, in this defense team, if Cheridum is putting his back against the wall, it's kind of like a 2v1 at that point, right? And I feel like after the first game, they definitely was like, yo, let's just hard target the Cheridum. And they broke him out of his comfort zone. And now that the Cheridum can't do the things that the sniper would like to do, which is sit back safely, be comfortable, and just take these punish, it put him in an uncomfortable spot where he had to kind of play differently, and he just didn't adjust fast enough while the other team was adjusting and just capitalizing on a lot. Like you said, the Hot Scramble did a lot of work in this game. He was able to set the funnels, he was able to burst optimally, and he was also able to stop the tempo and set up a lot of unblockable setups.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like this match was pretty good example. Some of the weaknesses maybe with Penelope here is that Penelope can be kind of low impact, especially outside burst, and you also have to take into account that mode swap, not really giving you too much firepower. So we just saw a lot of matches where Penelope was unable to create and get attention. It's having a lot of difficulty stopping the enemy team from doing what it wanted to do. So I think that's okay when your team is kind of trying to force them to play neutral and create that wall. But in that particular match, we saw Toggies 3 trying to make plays, and Penelope, unfortunately, was just not well equipped to help out in a lot of the situations. So good stuff from Team Alternative V. So they are sitting tight in grand finals. So that means we are going to be taking a look at this losers semifinals coming up next. So it's Neko Mimikon, who climbed their way all the way out of lower bracket, as well as Soul Gore Teach English. Chinese. Sorry. So that's going to be pretty interesting. It's been a while since we've seen Neko Mimikon. So I actually forgot what they played. It was what was it that they actually played?
I forgot what they played, but I remember that unfortunately they got DC. I want to say that was the team.
Right. It was Reborns. Yeah.
Yeah, the Reborns team. So, I'm really happy to see that because, to be real with you, I was really, I feel like Reborns is such an exciting suit to play. I think
it was Reborns, right? Barbatos. I want to say it was Reborns Barbatos.
It was Reborn. Yeah, it was Reborn and somebody else. But I really believe that Reborns is such a hype suit to watch. And they were unfortunately, they got DC'd, and now they were able to crawl back from losers. So you could tell that they was not happy about the DC. And they was like, yo, internet, y'all better be on your best behavior because we are coming and we want to come from the lower bracket and we're trying to get to the grand finals right now.
Yeah. So I believe that was the Reborns and Barbatos team. So if that is the case, I think that's going to be Be of Trouble versus Soul Gore Teach Chinese, which was that the run back actually? It was. Yeah, wow. So we actually should highlight that. Yeah, yeah. So we're about to see a match that was in the upper bracket where Team Neko Mimikon had to forfeit because one of their players disconnected 2 games in a row, right? It was looking in Neko Mimikon's favor before those disconnects. So That being said, I do think Silver Teach Chinese has a good amount of time to try and make some adjustments, and we'll see if it plays out. It is going to be the same comp.
It is bar. I am so excited for this, man. I'm really excited to see. Oh, F Burst Reborns too. They double F. Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely the same comp. We'll see how this plays out. It did not play out so well for Soul Neko trying to get in last time, but I think that in one of the upper bracket matches, they did a good job of utilizing this V2 tempo a little bit better. So we'll see. We'll see whether it works out or not. V2 in mode here hasn't really accomplished much. Tries to go for green log fork, doesn't work out.
Now, how does V2 versus Reborns kind of play out?
I think when V2's in mode, it's pretty good for V2. I mean, V2 in mode is hard to deal with for like anyone. But I think when not in mode, it's a little bit of an uphill battle for V2. I don't think it's that bad, but it's just kind of both players are just going to throw stuff out of range. I don't really think either player really wants to try and aggress too hard.
And right now he's back in the mode change, and I feel like he should try a lot of damage. And I feel like this is a very, very slow-paced game. Neko is taking a lot of damage with the red frame, but his teammate wasn't taking damage until I spoke too soon. The Barbados is hungry, and he was taking him to the tackle in the corner. Now this is really bad.
281 on that Barbatos melee, really solid. Because Soul Neko, it looks like they want to die first. They've been consistently taking that first life, and at this point, here's the burst here, fighting burst. Nice.
Oh my god, they fighting. This is really good. They can turn the time for this, but he got knocked down.
He's still alive. He's going for it. It's crazy. It's actually crazy here.
Ribbons said no. Okay. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad.
Yeah, it's not looking good. I think.
Oh my god.
It's kind of what happens.
Yep.
I'm not sure.
Kind of fight this out. He can escape this.
Red Frames just gotta go nuts, basically. That's the only way they're gonna win this. Reborn says
he's losing those interactions, but that was really good. He got a lot of damage out of that, and now he's going to be able to come back probably with burst after a couple of hits just to checkmate them right now. Good defensive burst. Hit his teammate, did a lot of damage. Okay.
All right. Reborn's doing what Reborn does best here. There's the burst from Barbatos and gets knocked down. But
I'm assuming Reborn's got burst now.
I mean, Soul Teach Chinese, both players on like 1 HP here, so this is looking pretty,
Yeah, that was pretty ouch. That was pretty owie, man. Man, like I said, I felt like that when he popped that burst the first time around, I thought he was going to do something. He got a couple of good hits, but then unfortunately, he tried to go in on Reborns, and Reborns is like, yo, I'm Reborns, man. You cannot do that against me.
Yeah,
and he showed him and set the example. No.
Reborn's definitely is difficult for Soul. It looks like it's difficult for Soul Neko to crack. And I kind of just want to see this V2 go aggro too, and just them double aggro. Right now, Vincent is staying pretty far back and letting Soul Neko just go nuts up in the fray, but I feel like it's a little too easy for them to just handle just the Soul Neko. I think they really need Vincent to pop mode and just go all in, just don't give this team any chance to take space and adjust. And here we still popping mode. Yep, Vincent.
Okay, switching mode now. Okay, now he's fighting. He's kind of pushing, like you said. They're trying to double lock this Ribbons right now.
Yeah, he got pressured by his partner, and now he's disengaging. And he took the mode out. I think that's not bad, but he's nowhere near his partner, right? He does land. I think that hit.
Wow.
I mean, I saw damage. I just saw it was either that or Soul Neko, but I saw damage being dealt. I mean, it didn't look like the Garaboo was close enough to hit, but something was dealing damage.
I feel like the way how Reborns was setting the tempo, I really feel like they should hold their hands together and kind of rush down who they want to get. And I think playing separated and then they come back together, the damage output, they both took it and they got nothing.
See, this timing is really poor because Soul Neko's respawning. He paused burst, but V2 got knocked down in mode. Nice melees from this Reborns. Rena putting in the work.
Oh, that was bad whiffing, and then he got a punish off. The Barbados got the punish off. Reborns is looking very comfortable right now. He's cartwheeling, breakdancing, showing them that he is in the circus, having a great time, peeling you guys slowly and softly. So this is right now really, really comfortable for the Reborns. But got put out of the corner. Nice punish. V2 wasn't able to get anything off of that. So right now he's just controlling the mid range, and they're healthy, and he has F burst right now. So this is actually pretty good for the for Reborns, but he's taking a lot of damage now. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to burst this life, or he's going to make the.
He's going to pop burst here and chase.
Okay,
yeah.
That's pretty good.
But disengages. This is still really good for.
I mean, this is still pretty healthy, right? What is he going to do on knockdown though? Here, what's he going to get?
Yeah.
Oh, he just looked away. Keeping it very safe. They don't have to take risk right now. They have a lot of life to burn. Oh, and that was a nice shot from them. And then now he's going for the big combo.
Yeah, Soul Neko here, he needs to just like make a play on this Barbatos because they're out of gas.
Yeah.
They don't really have much life left to take, so.
Yep, and Ribbons is sitting, the Reborns are sitting very healthy.
Okay.
And Barbados got hit, so they could probably kill him. Oh, they did not.
Yeah, Gaga's look like it just said absolutely not against a Soul Neko. So unfortunately, for those of you guys who are familiar with this 2.5k red frame, kind of relies on either like leaping over shots or using the armor move to armor through projectiles to land the hits. It does big damage if you can get in with it, but the problem is it's not very well equipped to armor through most of Reborn's attacks. Both Reborn's sub, the Garaby, as well as Gaga's do a really good job of yellowing out, so stopping Soul Neko from being able to armor through it. So it's definitely not looking like a fight that Soul Neko wants to take. But you know, we need to see this V2 like take point here basically. Otherwise, I feel like that's all we're going to be seeing is you know.
I think he's putting too much pressure on the red frame, saying that you have to do this, otherwise it's not going to work out. And I just think that the red frame is just not enough, you know, especially running that Reborn's Gundam. You know, like I just feel like that capitalization is just not working, and it showed in both of those games that like you can't just do that. So I really hope that they actually double lock that and try that out, and maybe try to change the tempo just like that.
Yeah, we're taking a look at 3006 playing Barbatos here, but just been doing a really good job of solid support throughout these games.
Yeah, and like I'm really intrigued by how good the Barbados is holding his own. I really like seeing this suit a lot, keeping it very simple and like that, just like, you know, just backing away and just getting those little straight hits. And like I said, the red frame is just taking a lot of unnecessary damage right now.
Yeah, well, I think he knows that in this particular setup, you know, red frame's best shot maybe is trying to catch Barbatos and do a lot of damage again to overcost. So I think he's being very cautious to make sure he's not leaving himself open to getting targeted. Because Reborns can take care of itself, you know, that's not a problem.
Yeah, he's a grown man.
Soul Neko might go for pressure Oki here. The no tech, is able to escape.
Oh no, he got out of it. That's not good. And he got the hard knockdown. Red frame is not getting anything going right now. Jesus, man. Like, I never seen such a brutal beatdown like that so bad against a suit. No suit deserves any of that.
Yep, this Reborn's here, just fighting 1v1 versus V2 in mode. And, okay, V2 running away, trying to go towards his partner, and they swapped off. Red Frame just getting instantly
Red Frame
denied.
is just taking hits, man. Hits after hits after hits. I mean, wake up in the morning, get hit, in the afternoon, coffee getting hit, and even at night, they getting hit. And I'm just saying, they just not getting anything going. But let's see what this burst. Let's see what this burst can get anything. And no, they did not.
Yeah, Gaga says no, but nice.
He got stuck in the corner, got stuck on the building. This is needed. This could change the tide really fast. See what you do.
I think you have to respect. Okay, wow. I was actually expecting like a defensive Gaga or something there, but looks like either way, just getting pot shotted out. There's a small chance here if they can take down Barbatos, but Reborns and Burst is going to make that very difficult to do. Yeah, very tough to touch this guy.
Okay, nice. I really like that they played it really slow. They feel like they know they have the control. And now, like I said, the red frame is he's not doing anything this game besides getting hit.
Yeah.
He's donating to the Goodwill right now.
Oh,
that was good.
No! I think he dropped his combo on Barbatos.
Oh no. Unfortunate, man.
Yeah, it looked like Soul Neko found a hit on Barbatos, could not finish the confirm, and then kind of got reset in the air, and Barbatos was able to pop S-burst and clean up the game.
That's pretty unfortunate, man. Like I said, man, at the end of the day, donating to the Goodwill is not a bad idea. We must donate to the Goodwill, and unfortunately, they are eliminated from the lower bracket. That was very, very rough. I I want to say that Red Frame, he just didn't have a good day. You know, it was just it's pretty convincing that it just didn't work out.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of how it goes with that kind of suit. You know, it just either works or doesn't. You know, today was just not the day. But you know, in any case, good stuff because that's gonna put them in 4th place. And great stuff from Neko Mimikon for running it back. And you know, they look like they're pretty scary looking in this lower bracket. I would, you know, not be very pleased to be, you know, the other team stuck in lower bracket right now. Because it's going to be a tough match, I think, for them. We'll see.
Yeah, and honestly, like I said, Reborn's defense was so good. I felt like the V2 should have put a little bit more pressure on the Reborns, but just didn't get a chance to because, you know, Red Frame was just taking a lot of damage. But Reborns was really holding his own. Barbados was really picking those hits really good. He was getting those hits that was the most important, right? Oh, the person had burst, let me get the hit. Oh, the person is trying to rush me down or rush my teammate, let me just get these little hits and then just pull away. So his defense was actually really, really good. I felt like the most time he got hit is when they pop bursts, which naturally happens sometimes because it's so dynamic.
No, absolutely. So that is going to be it for Team Solgor Teach Chinese. Turkish Gregs versus Neko Mimikon up next. So that's going to be the Penelope team versus Rebords. And
yeah, that was a 3-0, man. And I'm actually looking forward to see how Neko do. I guess they were saying like, yo, man, we didn't get the disconnects right now, so we had to send a message, and we got the message, man. I think we understand how Neko feels, and I'm actually seeing that they're going to actually see what they do against the Turkish Gregs, man.
Yeah, Neko Mimikon, if you're actually looking at that bracket, they have not. The only game they actually lost was one game to the Red Frame team, to Seoul Neko, Solgor Teach Chinese. They 3-0'd every single lower bracket match so far, so they are definitely looking like they're hungry for that grand finals reset, and they're definitely in a prime place to take it here, but they're gonna have to fight Turkish Gregs up next, so that's gonna be an interesting match. It's gonna be Penelope again. I feel mixed about this one. Reborn's, while played aggressively, certainly at times, probably might be a little more comfortable, I think, maybe for this Penelope to play against than the hot scramble. But I mean, Reborn's is a really strong suit overall. We're just gonna see how they play it and see how that plays out.
Yeah, and you know, like I said, I felt like Neko's team, I feel like they have a lot of like tempo on their side. You know, they went to losers and they was like, yo, we don't belong in the lower side of the bracket, you know. And they said we're going to come back from the lower end and we're just going to try to sweep everybody we can. And Turkish, man, I'm just letting you guys know right now, they are hungry.
So
they haven't eaten all day today.
I like this a lot. I'm surprised we didn't see more Masala in the winners finals, because I felt like Zayrok's Masala was left a stronger impression on me than his Tallgeese 3, and this is certainly a suit that's going to put a lot more pressure on the opponents to try and get in, right? Like, this Masala just creates so much screen pollution, so we'll see how it works out here. But already taking some damage here. Reborn's punishing Masala getting out of position, and they're kind of stuck against this wall here near the buildings. Need to kind of find a way out here. But Barbatos, yep, getting hit by Masala, just doing things. Like, that's what the suit does. It just flies around and spits out missiles all day. And you know, like Reborn's there, like, trying to actually get the hit on Masala. That block, unfortunately, gets punished. But Masala's playing pretty up front right now. Gonna have to say, Masala taking a lot of damage, and Reborn's Barbatos not really doing much. So not really sure what this Penelope is doing yet, because he's kind of leaving his partner out in the dust so far. But you know, being in this mode does not help, I think.
And like I said, man, they took a lot of damage right now, and they still don't have burst. Oh, that hit alone just gave him burst. So maybe they could change the tempo right now.
Yep,
and
that's the way to do it. Yep. As
right
burst here, going to create a lot of space, even if they don't necessarily find that many hits. They've really cleared up a lot of room for Masala to get back to doing what it does best here. Let's see. Oh my god!
Ooh, nice hit.
The B rifle actually missed, but the missile actually still got the hit.
Ooh, that was a good hard Oki setup.
Yeah,
man.
So they got a lot of damage on Barbatos here. So certainly an overcost on Reborns, unless Barbatos gets like the heck out. But we'll see. Masala has burst here, and they definitely want this Barbatos. Like, you can smell it, right? Wants this Barbatos so badly.
Oh, everybody bursting right now.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay,
Oh,
they
still
got the
got the
OC.
hit. Okay.
Sub's not working out here. Masala hasn't really been touched since that early scramble, right? So
Yep.
Zayrok kind of adjusting to the playstyle and stuff of the other players. Nice stall attempt,
that
but
was not
Barbatos,
good. Yeah, that
jumps
was-
straight
that
up
was
there.
good.
Hits it on
Barbatos
for
was
the
ready
CSA
for
works
that.
out. All right, Barbatos taking point here on burst, finding the hits. There's the E burst from Masala. Tries to run away. Reborn's with the burst here. We might see it here coming up. We're gonna find out. I wouldn't be surprised to see a burst if things get sticky right here, maybe.
Yep.
Really? No, he's gonna hold on to it.
Yep. Hey, I guess he's really confident. Wow. I guess they were confident. He was still like, my teammates got this. That was pretty good. That was pretty convincing.
Yeah, no.
Actually, I felt like they were losing for a second, and then they just like slowly just turned around.
Yeah, I mean, so they got Barbatos pretty low. I mean, they killed Barbatos first, but they weren't really able to take out the Reborns. And Masala, I mean, basically, I actually just think Barbatos put in a ton of work there. Died first, but was able to have a really good burst and just ran in and just got tons of damage. So, you know, like, Death Order isn't actually relevant if you're just able to hit them enough. You just keep hitting them. It doesn't really matter who died first.
Man, and like I said, like they were definitely swinging there, and it was pretty interesting seeing the Penelope get like those random, like those little like missile hits that like kind of like worked out, and I feel like that just kind of like helped the tempo really good. You know, man, this is good. This is a pretty competitive match. I'm really liking the.
Yeah, we're seeing a swap. Zayrok swapping to Farsia. Very difficult
I've never
to tag
seen this
suit.
suit. I've never seen the suit in play.
So this suit is a free fall cancel, has funnels, and is an MG suit with like a shotgun CSA.
She looked like she had like a baby Nimbus, you know?
Yeah, so the easiest way to think of this suit is it kind of plays like heavy arms, basically. It's basically a 2K heavy arms. It's you really can't hit the suit if it doesn't want to be hit, especially in the 1v1. So we'll see whether it works out here.
Wow.
Right now, though, yeah, I mean, Farsi is very cool suit. I also wish, like, you know, we could see more of this suit. It's a pretty cool suit, but right now it's actually looking pretty all right. They got some good damage on Reborns. His partner, though, taking some damage in Odysseus.
Ooh, that's not good. And then they still got him in the corner, though, but they decided to regroup. But Reborns are now they're separated. This is pretty good now.
Yeah, if this player can, if Thick Cowgirl can, you know, hold on until they get the mode. And then pop S burst, like right now I think this is good. If he gets in the mode here and then starts pressuring, yep, love it. So this is definitely tough. Yep, damage might be damage here on Barbatos. We'll see if it works out. Oh, goes for the Garabi, a little bit greedy, doesn't work out, but also is able to disengage. Gets punished by Can2A. Reborn's now in burst, says it's my turn to play the game.
Yep. Okay. Ooh, nice punish. That was actually really good. Well, I don't think that was a punish. I think he just lined up his shot very good, and he was able to get the hit. Okay,
yeah,
good burst, counter burst.
In a good position now. 3006 in burst, where we might see once his partner comes back. I wouldn't be surprised if he just goes in and tries to close out on Farsia, maybe. He's got to be careful here. Yeah, Reborn's trying to peel for his partner. They want to kill Barbatos. They do kill Barbatos. Okay, here we go. So Barbatos probably going to be the one to get focused here. And if Farsia has another life, right? So if Farsia's in a good spot here. Oh my god.
Ooh, that was
he's still alive.
good, but he got
Man,
the
he
burst.
really wants his Farsia.
Oh my god, that was huge.
This is not good. This is not good. Yeah, this is not good for Neko Mimi. Turkish Greg's here in a really good spot. Yeah.
Wow, that was really greedy right there.
Yeah,
that was super greedy.
Yeah, that's pretty greedy. Farsia does a really good job with that machine gun of just saying, if you want to do something, you gotta be careful about this, right? It's a constant threat.
Man, I feel like that suit is just
when
I look at that suit right now, it just looks like a figurine just playing right now.
Yeah, it's like moving on this like hoverboard thing.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, like, what do you think is the idea of them picking that suit? Like, what do you think was the objective or like the mindset that they felt like they wanted to use to play this suit? Because we don't see this suit rarely, right?
So this suit can play kind of aggressive. I think they just want to punish this Barbatos, and they certainly did. Like Zarock, even when he was playing Masal and some of the other suits, he's playing kind of aggressively. So this swap here allows him to play aggressively without necessarily taking as much damage, right? I think that's probably the idea. Is they want Zarock to get up in the grill and just cause havoc, but not at the cost of getting focused and down, right? So this is a much safer suit to be able to do this with, and even if it's not necessarily doing as much damage, maybe it's getting up close and the enemy has to look at it, right? That's the main thing. So Zarock is pulling focus off of his partner. That's the main thing.
Makes sense. Okay, that was a good hit. Now he's gonna have to capitalize from this.
See if he can get yep, nice. Does land a hit on Reborns, right? Like Zarock hasn't been touched at all yet, just playing this game, putting on the pressure, suppressive fire with MG on the main, and does get hit by that funnel there, but that's to be expected. But Penelope, I mean, they're still stuck in this corner here a little bit. Yeah.
I just feel like they're stuck in the corner, but they're keeping themselves like minimize damage, which is really good. So you see a lot of like unique interactions from each character, right? You're seeing like a lot of like trying to peel out, trying to see who makes the first mistake, and this is like pretty fun Gundam to watch, right? You see both players kind of like equal skill level, and they're just like fighting it out slowly and surely, and they're just waiting for their resources to be in hand. And then they're going to start making like the chess pieces and start making moves right now.
Yeah, slowly but surely though, Nekomimi is bleeding out Farsia. Farsia is very low, so might need to disengage because, I don't know, Penelope, there's going to be a very awkward spot here as Penelope is forced into Odysseus, where, they might just be able to blow out Farsia and take an OC, but we'll see.
Yep. And like, Reborn is looking very, very healthy, man. Yep. If you check his pose, he is looking good right now. And I spoke too soon. The little machine gun did a little bit of damage, but machine guns don't normally do a lot of damage, but they're very good at just peeling slowly but surely. Damage over time is very important when you play like a very defensive match like this. And Reborn is playing very healthy, and he popped this person, and he's definitely... Oh! I thought he was going to win that interaction.
Yeah,
but his teammate saved him, actually.
Yeah, Odysseus is actually just doing such a good job of just laying the melee.
Yeah,
and Zarock, like, he's playing confidently, right? I mean, he's not low HP, but he's still up there, backing off a little bit now as I think he sees that his partner's gonna get taken out. Yep, backs off. Yep. So, timing wise, this is okay. If it can get out of this sticky spot, I think it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they have 100 seconds to work with, so there's a lot of time to kind of like capitalize and utilize with the burst right now.
Yeah, Reborns is trying really hard to hit Farsia, but it's not easy. And actually, wow, off screen here, Zarock actually taking out the Reborns in the 1v1.
Oh my
God. Huge. That's so huge.
Oh man, this is scary now.
Yeah, Zarock Farsia is really giving Team Nekomimi a lot of problems. We're seeing nonstop. I'm curious to see,
are we going to finally see a 3-2 or like a 2-3 situation right now?
We might see it. Like, again, Reborns just does not seem to have a good read on how to tag this Farsia. And, Gundam 3006 also very low. Does land some hits, but, like, he's holding this full F just defensively, and... Oh, never mind! Oh my God!
Goodness, bro! Oh man, that's what a way to just explode, bro. So, my man got hit.
The leap melee, it does go over a lot of shots, but you can get called out in exactly that fashion. If they do a move with good enough muzzle correction, they press it as you're leaping up, you just run straight into their face. So, what a Garo! Just what a Garo!
Bro, let me tell you, that was actually one of the sad ways to go. And then he popped burst just to make sure it was guaranteed that you was not going to live off of this explosion. And that life bar peeled, man. It was almost like Exodia hitting the obliterate, and my man blew him out of the skies, man. It was like 4th of July, bro.
I was surprised. I mean, I was expecting a defensive full burst since he was in a position where his partner had 600 HP, right? He didn't need to really take a fight there. I was expecting a little bit conservative play, and right as I said that, he just leaps straight into activate. But we have seen that player play pretty confidently, swapping to Exia. Okay, so this was the suit that I think 3006 listed this as their main. I think so. It should be interesting here versus Farsia. It might be a little bit better, but hard to say. It's all about this Farshia, honestly. I feel like it's all about whether Team Nekomimi knows how to.
Can they stop that or not? Right?
Yeah. If they can't deal with it, it's gonna be pretty hard. It's either that or they just try and rip through Penelope. If they just ignore Farshia, basically. But we saw last game, basically, the Reborns was taking this fight versus Farshia, and it was not working out, right? All right.
Okay. And, she's now taking a little damage now, and she has a lot of HP to work with too.
Yeah.
But she's still pretty well, actually.
Yeah, out of ammo though, but still has that sub.
Yep. And now I'm wondering now, since they kind of putting the pressure on her, if she's going to be taking a lot of damage. And you said that the whole objective was, can you stop the Farshia? And now it seems like she is now taking a bit more damage than normal out of all other games, especially right now.
Yeah, Team Nekomimikon just doing really good on life right now. This Reborns player has been really solid. Not really taking much. And here's this S burst from Penelope, but doesn't really look like he's going to achieve that much here. Pretty far. Okay. Is able to tag the Exia. Nice stuff from Zayrok, but it's kind of not enough here. This Reborns Exia team just so healthy right now. Like Zayrok,
now
doing such a good job.
She still has a lot of low health right now, but she's still, I think, in a pretty okay spot. And the fact that she wasn't able to die out of that situation is pretty good for her teammate. And we're gonna see what they could do off this.
Yeah, I mean, the Farshia is doing a very good job at not getting hit, but they still need to actually figure out how to pressure this team, basically.
Right. Oh, she needed that.
It's a good start.
Yeah, that was really
looking
good.
like they might just try and go for an OC, but they're really behind on health, so it might not matter here. Stripped into Odysseus. Not at the right spot to be able to have to do that. There's a sub on Zayrok. Farshia taking some damage. Yep, they take down. This is not so good here. Farshia on the second life now. Exia.
Yep. Oh, what's going to happen here? Oh, that was not good. Now the teammate is going to have to deal with the double lock.
Yeah, Zayrok might just have to go in here and make a play.
Oh, man. Okay. Oh, that was very
There's
big.
Farshia going again.
Is he going to get a punish?
He kills Reborns. He kills Reborns like right now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Exia coming in. I think that's really good. Exia
he went for the super.
Oh, he went for the super and took a lot of damage off
this is actually winnable now. If they can hit this Exia here. Oh my god. Okay, it's winnable. This so I mean, obviously Penelope's at 31 HP, but it's actually winnable. If they kill Exia one more time, but so Zayrok, he needs to make the chance here. Oh my god, he can do it. So they have to kill this Exia like. Oh my
he's dodging,
god.
but the machine gun finally hit him. This is good.
They're making it happen.
This is good.
Penelope has to live.
He's gonna have to make a move. What are you gonna do?
Penelope could not live. Oh my god.
Wow, that was crazy. That was a very, very hype last interaction right there, man. Oh my god, that Exia I feel like almost cost the game doing that super. I don't think that super was probably the most ideal situation. I felt like he had so much to work with and a lot of tools to work with. He probably could have just went for a lot of dodge and little like straight hits, but he tried to go all in and end it really quick, and they bounced back and they made it. They almost crawled back from that.
It was really close. That was such a good job making that comeback. That burst from Penelope worked out so well. The only unfortunate thing was that it ran out of ammo a little bit too fast.
Okay.
So missed some damage because of that. But despite that, like, it was so close. The only real issue was that they killed Exia second. Like, if they had killed Exia before Reborns, then they wouldn't have to deal with the repair mode. But the repair mode just bought just enough time that the Penelope was unable to run away from Reborns. So really close match. So it could have gone either way. That was a great position, honestly, for Turkish Gregs to be at the end of that game, because Farshia could probably pick someone else, given enough time.
Yep, and this is, like I said, this is going to be the first 3-2 of the day. So I'm really looking forward to see who is going to take this. I feel like this will go both ways. And right now, as you say, man, the Farshia was living a lot, and now she's taking a lot of damage. So we don't know which side this is going to go. This will go both ways. Hey, now it ain't looking good for this team right now. They're getting a hit together.
Oh,
and
my god.
Hit a lot. She's taking a lot of damage right now, and that's not something that you want to do right now, especially when you were so dominating of not getting hit.
Yeah, I mean, Zayrok is in trouble here. Yeah, uses E-Burst just to stay alive. Not something you want to have to do. And the Gaga actually tagging out once, but, you know, Farshia living. still, I mean, it's almost like the last game, but even worse. Like, their team Nekomimi is just so ahead on life here. That's a good hit from Penelope. I don't think Penelope has bursted yet, though, right? So we're gonna see.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
Penelope dies. Has not used burst yet, so we'll see if they maybe use it right here. Yep, they are gonna use it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, just gets tagged out.
Oh, that's a lot of burst being used right now.
Oh my god,
that's
what
it.
is up?
They didn't do anything with that burst, really. Maybe one more chance? Nope.
Oh no, this is
That's not good.
yeah, this is looking like a wash now. I think this is pretty
Wow,
over,
what a
honestly.
setup.
Xayrox
That
gonna have to
was-
like, you know, just basically do the impossible here again.
Oh no, checkmate. Oh, never mind. Never
Yeah.
mind. Oh yeah. Wow, I felt like the Farsia pick just like snowballed so fast right there. And it was like you said that clearly. You said if they don't know how to hit the Farsia, I don't think this is going to work out. And you know what they did? They strategized
Farsia.
on how to hit the Farsia. That was really, really impressive. Great adaptation from the team too.
Yeah, no. Man, what a set. Pretty crazy stuff, honestly. I was that second to last match was pretty amazing. But good
Yeah.
stuff to Nekomimi. They're climbing all the way from losers round 1 to get back into grand finals, right?
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, who would
right?
have thought? Yeah. So
Yes.
so Team Nekomimi Con rocking that Reborn's Barb / Reborn's Exia, and they're gonna be in grand finals versus Alternative V now. Yeah. But let's take a look at some of these highlight clips. Like, again, so many crazy moments from this set. We're watching 3006 is 3006 is Barbados, and here we got I forget the Cowgirl's like actual handle, but you know, I mean, it's a PSN tag, I can say that.
Yeah, right. But you know, honestly, like I was saying, like it was really, really important of like how they was gonna do with the Farsi, and right there, that was a very, very clutch Garaby. But yeah, it's like this extra pick. I feel like in the beginning it started really sloppy, but then like as they kind of built that confidence and had the tempo on their side, they started really, really hitting the Farsia. And this Farsia definitely started doing like very, very like not as much as before when they switched to Exia. So now they were able to keep their composure and then switch it up, and was able to change the tempo, and boom, was able to kill the Farsia, hit the Farsia so many times. And now we are on the grand finals right now. I think this is going to be another 3-2 and possibly reset as well. I might feel it might be a 3-2, 3-2, man. Neko is showing very, very strong with the Reborns team, but I think the Hot Scramble team is also pretty good as well. I'm curious to see if we're going to see the Zaku Amazing stay and the Hot Scramble, or we're going to see like another adjustment from the Neko's team. Are they going to be Reborns and somebody else, maybe
yeah, it's
Barbados?
been Barbatos / Exia so far in this bracket. And yeah, I agree with everything you said. I think Nekomimi is looking really strong, has just been running the train. And I think SW on Reborns has just been putting a lot of work, and no one's really been able to handle the Reborns. So Hot Scramble, you know, from Unagi Arios has been also one of the best performing front players, I think, so far in this bracket. And we haven't seen them play before, so I'll be pretty interested in seeing it. It's probably going to come down to this front interaction here. I'm liking his Hot Scramble, but at the same time, I'm liking what I'm seeing from SW's Reborns, you know. So it's going to be really hard to say, because the back play, I feel like it might be pretty evenly matched from, I think, Linden playing Build Strike or Zaku Amazing. And I think it is Zaku Amazing. So I see the players jumping into the first game. Here we go, guys. So we got Hot Scramble Zaku Amazing on the left. That is Team Alternative V. On the right, we have Reborn's Exia, piloted by SW and 3006. So, yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to play out. We're going to have to find out, honestly. I think Zaku Amazing definitely has a lot of annoying suppressive fire. It can make it very annoying for Reborns to try and play around, but you know, we'll find out. Like, we'll find out how this. I think the Exia here is probably the question mark. The Exia, I'm looking at the Exia as well as this front versus front interaction. Right now, it's really heavily in SW's favor on Reborns.
So right now, like you said, like it really depends on what the Exia does, and they're gonna be like the playmaker of this game. Are they gonna be the landmine, or are they gonna be the dark horse? You know, it really depends on how well they play in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, Exia, really premier 3K suit, just has a lot of options. Strong mobility, but also really good close range game. But at the same time, Zaku Amazing is actually pretty annoying to try to attack into. It's just very safe, and you know its projectiles are pretty hard to deal with. So,
yeah. And you know, right now, like I said, the Exia was doing a phenomenal job, but then now after the Hot Scramble created space, it started doing a little less work. But then now they went to double lock the Hot Scramble right now. And the Hot Scramble, it seems like they're having a hard time to adjust.
Oh, here we go.
The double lock.
Yep.
But now he's
First from Hot Scramble.
And then I think that was a good hit.
Oh my God, he dropped it.
Oh, he dropped it. But then he got it. He capitalized. Good block. Good blocking, good adaptation. He
barely saved. He barely saved that. Yeah.
Yeah, he barely did. Yep. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a lot of good damage, and I think that's a good trade-off and a good trade-off with the burst damage that they had. So I think this is actually pretty equal.
SW has burst on Reborn, so we're gonna see a pop here soon, I think.
Yep.
Just looking for an opportunity.
Nice hit.
He might pop it on Zaku Amazing here.
I think that'd be a smart move right here.
Oh no, gets tagged too fast. Yeah, Zaku Amazing main. Hard to see. I mean, still good position to burst here, but his partner is very low. His partner is actually very low, so like.
So if he pop burst and don't do anything with it, I feel like this is pretty bad.
Oh yeah, they were able to actually OC Exia. Oh my God, nice Garame.
I'm surprised that hit so fast. That was so fast. Hard to be at.
Yeah, Exia forced to go in here, and now Reborn's in a bit of a pickle.
That's not good.
Yeah, alternative V.
This is not good. To pop burst and then not really get anything by it besides getting hit. And then the higher you hit, the longer it's going to take for the meter. The longer your burst meter goes down. So, or the faster your meter goes down. Oh my God, that was amazing. Oh, when you look up match, he was like, nah. He was like, nah, get that out of here. And he was shut him down. Now this is bad for Reborn. I think Reborn still has
unblockable. Yep.
Unblockable, yeah. I was gonna say, did we see the Reborns actually use burst there?
I don't remember. He was holding on to a burst for a long time, and I don't remember seeing burst actually coming out there at the end. I mean, it was a tough situation overall. I think actually Nekomimi was in a good spot until Exia decided to blow up. But I mean, I felt like SW was doing a good job and was in a really good position to burst, and then Exia decided to just kind of go in and take that first life, and I don't think that's what they wanted.
Yeah, I feel like the Reborn should have popped the burst as soon as possible, as you said. And I feel like he had like two options to do it. And I feel like after he didn't do that, the tempo changed so fast. And he wasn't even able to use his burst to begin with. But like I said, I don't remember him using his burst. So that was pretty bad. That's pretty bad management right there. But, things like that happen first game. It's one game. You can afford to take a loss and stuff like that. And even though you're in the losers, you kind of want to get the data and much information as much as you can before the long game, right?
Yeah, I mean, Zaku Amazing is just definitely making it difficult for the enemy to attack into. So, Linden is actually just doing a really good job so far in this set of just making it risky to just try and take ground and try and make plays. And it doesn't necessarily look the fanciest, but it's actually putting in a ton of work in this set. I think that's been a big issue for Exian. Just the amount of pressure and suppressive fire that's throwing out. Well, like, look at this. Linden hasn't taken any damage, just sitting back here, doing sub, doing CS, A, and B, and it's really enough.
Yep. And it's very efficient, too. So, I feel like it's very helping how the gameplay and how the flow of the match they want the flow to be. So this is really good gameplay, and they're just getting those straight hits. And that changed the tide really fast. And like I was saying, it's not doing a lot of damage, but it's peeling enough where it's actually being very frustrating to deal with. Because
if you're looking at this right now, Exia is not doing anything basically. This has been
and we asked that, right?
Yeah,
we talked about that. It was either you're going to be a landmine or you're going to be a dark horse.
Yeah. They need to find knockdown so that this exit can come in, but it's very hard with Zaku Amazing, just being there.
Yep.
SW.
Oh,
yeah,
the burst,
respawn burst.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Smart. Oh, that's not good.
Oh, he might actually get reset here. Oh, never mind. He's okay. Yeah, both players
nice.
kind of disengaged.
I like how they both pull back because they just want to try to keep the life, and they're trying to see who can get the life, who's trying to get down, and peel him off first. So I think I really like that choice right there. But right now you got punished, but his teammate saved him. Now he's living off on $1.
Nice block.
Right
And the punish on
He
the
got
Emigero.
$1 in the bank account.
Okay, it's very even now, actually. Oh, especially with that hit.
Uh-oh.
Like,
So I really think I think what's crucial right now, who dies first right now.
Yep.
And that dies first. So
if
right
you can't
now,
get out of the situation,
might take a lot of damage now.
So the thing is, Hot Scramble's coming in close to burst if he doesn't have it. Yeah, so that's going to be the thing. Is there going to be probably a double burst from the team? Yep, blocks to get the burst.
Oh, he almost got it. Oh, he got it now.
Yeah.
I think he's okay.
We might see both of them burst, like, just going in. I think he's going in too. Yep, here he goes. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Good coordination.
Oh, my God, bro. Look at this combo video.
Yeah,
Jesus,
does the super.
Oh, my God. Get it out of the sky. Oh.
Zaku Amazing does go down.
My man hit him with the Dawson drill.
You know, despite that, it's a pretty close game right now with Reborn's at 520. In terms of health, actually, it's...
Oh, and they needed that. That was a good get off me move.
Yeah, Neko Mimi is doing a really good job of just staying healthy. So despite that, that was a really good double burst push from the enemy team. But, you know, this full F here from Exia, it might make the difference. Well, we'll see. You know, he's going to want to pop at some point, right? So
yeah, and like I said, it's going to be a lot of... This is going to be a very important role. That
he's going to pop it against Hot Scramble. He's probably going to try and get Hot Scramble right now. Like... Right here, yep.
Okay, here we go.
Does he
get the burst still?
Oh my God,
oh my God,
he's not dead.
He actually confirmed off
Reborn's with the burst.
Oh, this is bad.
But he has a zombie mode too. They both have zombie modes.
Oh my God. Yo, my man is a plane, and the other one's one arm, bro.
Here's the side funnels.
Oh my God. What is happening? Fly away, man. Go look back.
The airplane is living.
Don't get back up. No. That was funny, bro. Oh man, he should have called. He should have waited to get back up, man. That wasn't a crucial moment, you know. Dang, that was crazy.
I mean, so I don't think you guys could see it, but in the zombie mode, he was like flying through the fence, through the Garo fence for Reborn. So the fact that he made it that far was pretty crazy to begin with, honestly. Like, he shouldn't have even lived that long, but he was actually like, I think the turnaround shot was a little bit questionable there. It was basically like, who can kill the other zombie faster, basically.
Yeah.
And yeah, unfortunately, the plane is a little bit harder, I think, to live with than Exia Repair. Because at least Exia Repair has like kind of normal movement still. And
it's crazy because he had that much burst too, and he was able to still apply a little pressure, and he did a decent amount of damage actually.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was a really close match. You know, Neko Mimi took it overall, and I was expecting them to take that, but certainly Alternative V made it a lot closer than I was expecting. That's for sure.
And now it's 1-1, man, and like Neko is out here showing that they are not going to make this free. And like I said, I think this is going to be a very, very good match. And this is a very even match too. A lot of adaptation and a lot of a lot of adaptation, a lot of adjustments right now. And this is not good because right now they are taking a lot of damage early. The Reborn's taking a lot of damage early right now. It's definitely not going to be helpful for the Exia.
Yeah, like, ooh.
That was huge.
Yeah, Reborn's, just getting taken out.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah, Alternative V is looking really good right now. This neutral. I mean, I think the main thing is they're doing such a good job of keeping this Exia out, making this Exia afraid of, you know, diving in.
Right.
And, you know, if Exia can't really get close, it's not really, it doesn't have too much supportive fire.
That's not good.
It's leaving Reborn on the distance.
Oh my God, what a block. Zaku, that was amazing. Once again.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That was good damage. That was good damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that's actually really good. They could probably do something with this now.
If they can find the hits on, oh my God.
Oh no, the Reborns. I think the Reborns might die again. Exia might even get a chance.
Yeah. Here comes the burst.
That was good. That's actually really good.
Unable to kill.
Did he get the kill though? That's not good. Oh, they tried to go for the overcross. I think that was a smart idea, but they were just capitalizing too slow.
Yeah. So it's not a good look here for Reborns because Reborn's at 91 HP.
Oh yeah, he died twice. Didn't even get a chance. Exia didn't even get a chance, man. Ooh, man, what a counter. That was actually a very good counter attack from the Zaku Amazing, dude. That that was really, really crucial, man. I felt like that kind of like changed. That was the icing on the cake that we like to say, right? So that was actually pretty important right there, man.
Reborn just took too much damage that game. Again, I mean, obviously, I think Unagi is doing a really good job on hot scramble, but I feel like Linden's Zaku Amazing is putting in a lot of work here. It's just making it very difficult for them to move around and attack in, and just racking up the damage for sure.
Right. And like I said, I feel like that was a pretty convincing match, and I want to see if they make the adjustment. But like I said, this hot scramble team is very, very confident. They believe in this team, and they're just gonna stick to it from here on out. And like their gameplay of they hit. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. But yeah, their game plan was, double locking the Reborns, and Reborns taking a lot of damage early on. Definitely worked out in their favor.
Yeah. I mean, it's just going to come down to, I think if this Reborns can, if SW on Reborns can kind of clutch out these situations, they have a really good shot. But if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, right? In any case, it is potentially match point here for Team Alternative V with this hot scramble, Zaku Amazing. They're repping Build Strike. I mean, they're repping Gundam Build Fighters to, great success here right now. Nice overheat string. Yeah. Oh,
that
wow.
Was good. Oh, wow.
Might get the sub still here.
This is actually scary.
Hunting for it. Nope, does not get it. Good jukes here from Unagi. Got tagged by a BR, but still got out of that situation pretty well. Hot scramble getting lit up. All right, burst on deck.
That was good. Now he's going to use the burst right here. Yes.
Oh, Gagas is absolutely
can't
not.
break to the defense though.
If he dies here, it's really bad. Oh, that's really bad. All right. Nekomimi in a prime position to try and take this game now because, was able to not only mitigate that burst, but also killed hot scramble in burst. And I mean, if you look at SW on Reborns, right, it's only at 505. Like doing so well right now.
Yeah, pretty healthy especially from the last game too. They definitely was like really having a hard time and not taking a lot of damage unnecessarily right now. And now it's the opposite. Now I feel like the hot scramble is taking a lot of damage unnecessarily as well.
It's pretty opposite of the last game. And wow,
that was a good conversion. I thought that was good. I really like that confirmed from the Reborns.
Nice flip.
Uh-oh, good flip. Good punish. That was such good Yomi right there. That was very good. Oh, he's gonna get punished.
Oh, out of ammo.
Wow, he messed up. Good block.
I think the only thing, his partner Exia has been doing a really good job of not taking too much damage, so I think they're just in a really prime position to lock this game out. But we'll have to see. We have like one more chance here for Team Alternative V. Like they need to make some plays. That's not the start of it, but.
Yeah, I was saying like that. I was like, oh, this is not looking good right now.
Yeah, I mean, Zaku Amazing is in burst, just running it down.
Ooh, I don't think that was a good play right there. I'm not sure if they can really bounce back from this situation. This is pretty okay, yeah. I wonder what can hot scramble team do in this situation. Like, I feel like they're gonna not taking hit. Oh no, not dying over there. I think it's not a plane. And now my man is a plane and he's trying to fly away. And unfortunately, you cannot fly against Reborn's satellite, man. And he definitely signaled the boost. And you got hit. He sent everybody over there. Man.
Yeah, I mean, it was just kind of the opposite of the last game. It comes down to that neutral, so pretty back and forth. But in any case, Nekomimi tying it up 2-2. So it's either going to be a reset here for another set in grand finals, or will Alternative V take it in the last match? These are very close matches. I mean, we're ping-ponging, like they're either one-sided either way, but it really just kind of comes down to some of these early hits and who's able to kind of deflect burst or make those bursts work out. So that game, SW did a really good job throughout the set. I mean, throughout the whole game. From start to
and like
there.
I said, I really wanted to see some 2-2, 2-3, 2-3, and I felt like this team was definitely going to bring it like that, especially from the losers end of them sweeping the floor. And I want to see this. I want to see what they're going to do. I'm really hoping for a bracket reset right now.
Yeah.
But who never knows, man. Reborns right now is looking very healthy. Got the first knockdown, I want to say. And they are now peeling the Exia. Exia was doing good last game, but let's see what happens this game. Like I said, either a landmine or a dark horse right now.
Yeah, Exia
good knockdown.
Just staying really safe right now, right? Just looking for an opportunity to make some ground. just throwing out main, doing the stuff. But hard to help. We're seeing, whereas Zaku Amazing kind of able to play a little bit closer, just throw out some cover fire, right? But basically, it's pretty even right now. Health-wise, it's actually quite even. All right.
Oh.
Burst on deck. Here we go.
Who's going to pop the first burst? Who's going to pop the first burst? I think this is going to be the tempo
Reborn
right
doesn't
now.
have it. It has to be Hot Scramble. Hot Scramble's going in. So, yeah,
here we go.
Wants to overcost an Exia.
Oh,
nice hit.
That was crucial. Are both of them knocked down? Okay, I guess they want to get the Reborns quick.
Oh, nice.
Wow, that was nice. I think that was a great play to try to get the Reborns killed as soon as possible, and now he wasn't able to burst. Now he's going to have to come back with full burst, but they're going to be peeling a lot of damage, and these burst interactions are going to be super, super crucial for the Reborns. He's going to he has not to get hit.
I don't want to call it early, but I mean, that was a huge win. It's going to be very tough, I think, for Team Nekomimi to make it back from this. It's going to just have to be, just got to hit him cleanly. Yeah. I mean, maybe they can go for the OC, but I don't think so at this point. Like, yeah, okay.
That was pretty good. Zaku Amazing didn't take a lot of damage either. This is also really healthy right now. Oh, never mind.
I mean, I think Linden's just been doing such a good job playing back here.
Oh, this is not good. He still got full burst, man. It's just, I think, they're pilling the Zaku Amazing a lot. I feel like
it's not enough, though. This is like the Reborns has to be right every single time. Can't afford to make a single mistake here.
Right now. Like
you cannot afford
once
to
this
ever
burst
get
is gone,
hit.
this is over. Oh, this might be over. Oh, everybody bursting.
Oh my god.
Oh,
that's it, I think. Yeah.
Oh no.
All right, well that's it. Congratulations, Alternative V. That's a very unfortunate way to go out.
Very unfortunate to go out, man.
but I think Alternative V really earned that there. Good stuff. I think just both players played really well there. That set. I was really liking what I was seeing from Nekomimi too, but I think just the clutch factor and that they played as a team a little bit better. I think honestly, Alternative V and team overall. Other thoughts, Kizzy?
Yeah, I thought that the Alternative definitely had their composure on lock, and what else? Like I said, it was all really up to the Exia. Exia wasn't able to do much at that match point game, and then the Reborns dying so soon and having that burst for a very long time and not utilizing that burst, I felt like was just a huge key crucial of coming back and just took too much damage right there. So Alternative, they definitely were just keeping their composure, and they were just capitalizing on a lot of scenarios and just peeling slowly but surely. And then when they pop burst, I felt like all the burst was basically all in right there. And unfortunately, he messed up, and Alternative V, they basically was like, "This is mine, checkmate, good game,"
Yeah, this whole sequence was so crazy. That match was
last
super
interaction
exciting.
was ham.
Yeah, it came down to the zombie modes quite a lot, actually. And wow, the counter.
Yep. Wow. Okay, so right here, look, this interaction right here, that was pretty good. I really like this, and this is where things got really, really interesting, right? It's because, like I said, Zaku was playing a lot of gameplay, but that whiff punish right there was so good. That movement had great Yomi right there was so good. This is where everything changed really bad right here, and he did this, and he wasn't able to finish, and he teched up in the recovery, and it was like checkmate, man. F burst.
Yeah, yellowed out too early on that, and I think that was overheat. So that was a really rough way. But like I said, I mean, at that point, the Reborns basically had to make zero mistakes. So yeah, it's what happens. But hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, that was the EU finals here for Evo, for Gundam Maxi Boost on. What is that? I'm really excited to also be jumping into the NA later today. But man, like it's pretty crazy. So definitely tune in. I don't care about the other games. Just watch the Gundam at 2 p.m. today. But just jokes aside, check out all this stuff. We got some great tournaments, right? Soul Calibur, BB Tag, Grand Blue Versus, Uni, and DBFZ. Some great stuff for you later this month and going into August. So be sure to check that out. You can obviously be looking at compete.playstation.com for more info on that as well. And obviously be checking out compete.playstation.com regardless for opportunities to just show off your skills as a player, as a competitor, or if you're picking up a game to kind of get a feel for the competitive scene, all from your homes. It's really awesome. Outside of Evo, there's also events like the Open Series. So even after Evo, there'll be many more opportunities. So been really happy with PlayStation just like giving us the opportunity to showcase these games. The fact that we're able to be showing off Gundam here on the stream is freaking awesome. Yeah.
I like I said, Gundam is actually one of my favorite games, man. It is special to the heart. I feel like every day I have a little Gundam in me, right? It's a great game, man. I recommend people to pick it up. There's 180 suits to switch on and play, and like from a lot of the series, it's such a great game, and I feel like it's just a very fun game to learn. So thank you so much, Sony and PlayStation, just giving us a chance to even play in a tournament like this.
Yeah, the netcode is really good too. Like gotta be saying that.
Yes,
is really great netcode. So, oh man, yeah, that was great. You got what you wanted, right? Because you got that 3-2 grand finals. Yep. So I think we're super satisfied there. So hope you guys enjoyed the matches. And again, tune in later today for the North American side of things for more Gundam. Until then, I'm Brett.
And I am Kizzy K, and thank you guys so much for watching. And stick around later on today. We still got a lot of amazing Gundam Maxi Boost action. So this is not the last set. This is only just a prequel to what's going to happen later on today. So stick around, guys, and we will see you guys next time later today.
All right, peace.